quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
I need your help. I think I'm losing it here, man.
Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Tuesday.
The days are starting to blur together.
So it's Tuesday.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
It's Tuesday morning.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Why are we waking up? You got a show to do.
To entertain folks.
And also to help people
Get through this.
Okay, if you say so.
It's showtime. Hit it.
Here's Talk Sports to the Triad WSJS. Good morning, everybody. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the big show. Happy Tuesday, this third day of the third month of 2026. I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder. We appreciate you joining us at the breakfast table this morning. Going to be a good one. It is indeed Election Day all around the state of North Carolina. Several other places, too. Polls are open. They opened this morning about 6:30, so they've been at it about 35, 40 minutes. They will close tonight at 7:30. Don't forget to take your photo ID. And as long as you are in line at 7:30 p.m., you will be allowed to vote, no matter how long that line is. So voters are going to the polls to pick a Democratic and a Republican candidate to replace retiring U.S. Senator Tom Tillis.
Former North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper is expected to win the Democratic U.S. Senate nomination, while former Republican National Committee Chair Michael Whatley is expected to secure his party's nomination. Michael Bitzer teaches political science at Catawba College in Salisbury, North Carolina.
National Democrats wanted him as the candidate for this open seat election because they believe Roy Cooper brings the best opportunity to flip this seat.
The North Carolina State Elections Board says early voting was up 15% from the 2024 primary. Jim Crisula, CBS News, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Thank you, Jim. So again, the polls have been open for about 37 minutes. They began at 6:30 this morning, accepting voters until 7:30 tonight. Don't forget to take your photo ID. As long as you're in line by 7:30 p.m., you will be able to cast your ballot. So do a little homework if you need to. Research, be well informed, thoughtful, give some consideration, and go and cast your ballot. Not only your responsibility, but your privilege. And then, of course, tomorrow morning right here on The Big Show, Christian and I are going to have all of the returns, all of the election results. We'll bring those to you from 7 until 10 tomorrow morning. There are some statewide races. You heard Jim Crisula talk about the Senate nominations for the Democrats and the Republicans. But then, of course, many, many local matters on the ballots, too. School board, county commissioners, mayors, things like that. So whatever is going on in your community, be informed, do your homework, be prepared, and then go and cast your ballot today, now until 7:30. It's rainy this morning, which was a bit of a surprise. Were we expecting that? I did not.
I wasn't expecting rain. I was expecting to see this blood moon that we were supposed to have this morning.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, it was rainy when I left the house. Mostly cloudy today, a slight chance of rain before 9 a.m. So you got a couple more hours of it, then that'll tail off. And much warmer today, a high of 55, mostly cloudy tonight, back into the mid-40s. Tomorrow, midweek will begin with areas of fog around the Piedmont Triad, and then that'll eventually give way to partly sunny skies, a high of 73. Thursday, partly sunny and 78. Friday and Saturday, sunshine and the 80s. The 80s. Oh, my gracious. We had a lacrosse game last night.
Right.
It felt like it was 10 degrees. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to tell you. No, I took several blankets. I was sitting on one. I had another one over my front, another one over my back. Vicky said, "Do you want to share?" I went, "No, get your own daggone blanket." I brought 7 or 8. I mean, I had blankets. I'm not sitting out there. I did that last year. Miles and I went to an early lacrosse game last year, early season lacrosse game, and the boy and I thought we were going to die of frostbite sitting out there. It was that cold. So
Not to mention those cold seats that you have to sit on.
Well, that's why I'm sitting on one.
Yeah.
Learn your lesson, right?
Yeah.
So that was a ladies' game, and I was sitting there thinking, Sophia has just got to be freezing, but she's moving, so maybe not, right?
Do goalies move a lot?
Well, yes, they do. Back and forth, up and around, and in and out of the crease, and there's all kinds of they move. There are no statues in lacrosse. If you are, you're going to get your head handed to you by 20. That is not a static game, not in any kind of. It's a very fluid game. So even for the goalies, and so I didn't know if she's going to be cold or hot.
Yeah.
And boy, she was cold.
Imagine so.
As soon as she got off the field, she went, I am freezing. I think it was probably because she'd been sweating and working, and then you take your helmet off and you're out there in the cold. And so it feels even colder than it was. I said, take off for the card, kiddo. And then Miles, he's on the JV squad, but the varsity was playing, but the JV goes to the varsity games, and they're on the sidelines. I felt bad for the youngin'. I really did. He's tougher than me. I just thought, good gracious. And so, but nonetheless, we did survive one of the Arctic lacrosse games of the early season. I know, but it's a spring sport.
It is.
Didn't feel like spring. Felt like the throes of winter is what it felt like. So, all right, there you go. We are in a warming trend. So it's going to be, you can only complain about the cold so long. And I try not to complain about the cold because I prefer the cold to the hot.
Same here.
But that was ridiculous last night. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Oh, and by the way, see, now there's another game tonight, which will still be chilly, but not cold, right?
What time?
I don't know. I didn't look that far ahead. I just know it's tonight.
Okay, gotcha.
But they did ask me to announce tonight.
Ooh, getting back in the seat.
So I'm in the press box. Well, I mean, no, it really is you help out because it's your school.
Got it.
It's your family.
Right. Of course.
Everybody helps out, whether it's concession stand or whatever the case may be.
Booster club kind of thing.
Yeah. And so you go and Jeffrey, we need somebody to know. Okay. Size 20 font, please. If I could just have a roster.
Do you know the rules? Do you know how to call a game like that?
Oh, I've called lacrosse before. I have found that when you're ignorant about something,
fake it.
Less is more.
Yes.
I'm good with the starting lineups.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what are those? Okay. And you'll do them. My only concern after that is I don't do substitutions because in lacrosse, it is a constant back and forth.
Right.
Just like in football. You don't announce subs in football.
Right.
In baseball, it's an act of Congress to get a substitute in, right? We have to walk around at least 14 times and talk about it and have a committee meeting.
On the mound every 5 minutes.
Are you kidding me? Stop it. Go. You want to play? You want to sit down? Let's go. Chop, chop. Have at it. But in lacrosse and football, you want to play? Grab a stick, run out on the field, find a position. That's what I know it's not, but that's what it seems like. So I don't have to worry about that. My only concern is when you call the goals, and there are typically several.
Yes.
That goal scored by, I have no idea. I cannot see that far.
Binoculars.
But if you don't see it, there's no replay. So if you don't, and if there are 14 players down there crammed into 2 square feet of territory, arguing over the ball.
Yeah.
And so, it's one of those.
Is there a monitor? I'm assuming there's not a monitor up in there.
There is not a monitor.
There needs to be.
It needs to be something. I'm not. I need a spotter is what I need.
You do need a spotter.
Somebody who actually can see that far. Well, I can tell you. Well, that was a white jersey. Ooh, that was a blue jersey.
I think that was a 2. Maybe it was a 9.
8?
I don't know.
Was it a 9? Oh my gosh. So yeah. So I am fearful that tonight it's going to come to that goal scored by that team. And then there'll be looks toward the press box in that regard to you. Hey, if you can do any better, come on up. Feel free. So my eyes water when I look through binoculars. They always have.
I understand that.
So I have a monocular.
Oh, a single eye?
Yes, which I've used for years.
Yeah.
But it's so I struggle to follow the pace because the passes are so quick.
Yeah.
So literally you can flip the field in 3 seconds. So you're looking down there to the far left. All of a sudden, they're down here at the goal in your far right. I'm still trying to adjust my field of vision. Somebody has scored, and they're headed back toward midfield for another face-off. Goal.
No kidding.
So there you go. But tonight I will be in the press box, so I'm not worried about the cold tonight. Let's talk more weather. What are we looking at? Yeah, and I did say 80s Friday and Saturday. So today 50s, tomorrow and Thursday in the 70s, Friday and Saturday, decreasing clouds. That means increasing sunshine, right? Friday, a high of 82. Saturday, a high of 81. I love this. The official description, whether this was from a human being or a bot, very warm. You think? At 81 degrees. And then Sunday, partly sunny and 79. And it looks like in our extended forecast from the Storm Report, we're in the mid to upper 70s most of next week. We don't dip below the 70-degree mark until next Thursday. So you can, so there you go. If you would like a traveling weather forecast for wherever you may be going, whatever you may be doing, don't hesitate to let us know. Ask, we'll reach out. We'll find out what you should toss in the old suitcase. The number to dial, 336-777-1600. Also, Christian, today is National Pancake Day.
Yum.
I normally, the news fairies leave us a list of these are the pancake deals.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that memo this year. I'm disappointed. So
I'll see what I can find.
I did look up. Here's what I found. IHOP has $5 all-you-can-eat breakfast. I'm assuming, no, not breakfast. My apologies. $5 all-you-can-eat pancakes. Okay. How many pancakes does a normal person eat?
I'd say a normal person probably eats 3.
Really?
I would think so.
Okay. All right. It's more than I was expecting. Cracker Barrel's offering the Sunrise Pancake Special, which is 2 buttermilk pancakes topped with butter and syrup. I don't have a price on that. Perkins. Oh, have you ever eaten at Perkins?
I don't believe I have.
It's a breakfast. But they have other food, too. It's good. I like it. They have value breakfast specials that include pancakes starting at $4.99. Denny's. We all love Denny's. Pancakes with full plates. I'm not sure why your plate wouldn't be full, but nonetheless, that starts at $5 as well. So there you go. Just a few of the specials that we've been able to track down thus far for National Pancake Day. It is 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's begin as we always do, honoring the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Biscuit King. Yum, yum. 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. Dine in, carry out, drive through, whatever works for you. And it is all made from scratch. Biscuit King, home of the good enormous biscuit. Star Spangled Banner, performed this morning by the Handbell Musicians of America.
You wake up craving the latest news, talk, sports, and weather. You tune into WSJS.com, where you listen live worldwide. Dive into stories with your favorite show hosts. Discover the latest concert info and exciting contests. Attend live appearances and cheer for your sports teams. From dusk to dawn, WSJS.com keeps you informed, entertained, and connected. It's your world, your station. Visit WSJS.com today, where news meets you at every moment.
Calling all wing lovers. East Coast Wings and Grill on New Garden Road in Greensboro and in Kernersville. Kids eat free Wednesdays. Kids 12 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close. Best wings in the Triad for 18 years.
This hour of Triad Today is brought to you in part by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Visit John and his team today. Crossroads Ford, the Ford store that gives you more. Find your deal today. Crossroads Ford, Highway 66 in Kernersville.
Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem is celebrating 55 years of serving our community. Come celebrate with us.
Come together in celebration.
We have an abundance of 2026 Mercedes on the lot, and new models are arriving weekly. Get exceptional pricing during this event. With interest rates as low as 1.99%, you can drive away in your brand new Mercedes today. Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, heavily invested in and proud to serve our community for 55 years.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads, way fresher than detergent alone.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Winter's chill shouldn't freeze your fun. At WSJS, we're melting the icy blues with the winter wonderland of winning. Imagine a flurry of cool prizes just waiting for you. It's where winter meets winning with bear-sized surprises. Sign up weekly at WSJS.com and let the avalanche of excitement begin. Dive into the warmth of the winter wonderland of winning because we're too cool to hibernate. Visit WSJS.com today.
Hey, how's your morning going?
Good morning. I'm glad you're here.
It's always a good morning on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, take us along for the ride. We're available around the clock, around the world, online at WSJS.com. It is time for class, and we began last week. And for the foreseeable future, Christian and I will endeavor to bring you options, opportunities, and adventures in store for summertime for your kiddos. What are you going to do when school gets out? They just going to veg out on the couch? No. There's so much more to go see, do, and experience. The possibilities are limitless. And this morning we welcome in. I would sign up for this. I would go myself. I love this. This is Greensboro Ballet, the executive director, Jennifer Gentry. Good morning, Jennifer. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
You know, Jennifer, when I was in school, ballet was my favorite class. It was one of my 2 favorite classes. I loved that class, and I would sign up, but we're not talking about the grown-ups. The kiddos, in addition to your year-round work and the productions, we've got just a plethora of opportunities for the younger folk to come put on their dancing shoes this summer, don't we?
We absolutely do. We offer, we kind of split things up into 3 age groups. We have offerings for ages 3 to 6, and then we have specific things for ages 7 to 10. And then for our intermediate and advanced students, ages like 11 to 18, we offer lots more classes and workshops and intensives for them as well. So.
All right. So what can we expect? Is this just come for an hour and then you're on your way? Is it to come spend the whole day? How do the summer programs work?
We've really tried to arrange everything so that you can come as much as you want and do like a full-on summer training experience, or you can just come for our classes. So the 3 to 6-year-olds and 7 to 10-year-olds have chances to take classes once a week on Saturdays for little sessions, or they can come to weekly camps offered throughout the summer based on fun themes. And then the older ones, we have half-day workshops in June and August, and then we have intensive, like full-day training things for them in July, as well as they have early summer classes they can take. Or we also do, since a lot of our dancers prepare for the Nutcracker and the auditions are late August, so we do Nutcracker prep classes then as well.
Oh, so it really can be, if you've got a kiddo that has maybe been talking about going to dance and, just driving you crazy, this could be a way to kind of dip your toe in the water and see if it really is something that you want to explore. Or you can be all in and kind of leapfrog the field and get a huge head start, can't you?
Absolutely. We are a school of classical ballet, nonprofit, so we do focus on, intensive ballet training if that's what you want. And so, but we also offer it flexible with just weekly. So some of our dancers go off and do these large summer intensives in Pennsylvania or UNCSA, but then they need a week before or after to take some classes or to do like a little workshop. And then the younger ones, of course, they don't know if this dance is something they really want to do. So we have really, really fun week camps from 9 a.m. to noon, and they have fun, different themes for kids. We're doing K-pop demon hunters and ninjas this year, and fun with stuffies, so you can bring your stuffed animals, and we're doing classics like Nutcracker too.
I want to do.
You want to do that one?
I want to do the stuffed animal. That's the one right there. That's yes. I knew we would finally hit on the one that speaks to my heart and soul.
Actually, we have. You better hurry too, because that one's filling up faster than any of the other ones.
I'm not alone. This is great. And then some people went, okay, I heard that lady, she was on there with Jeffrey, and she said something about Nutcracker. She don't know. It's just March, and that's not till December. Jennifer, Nutcracker does not happen by accident. We got to get started, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So because Nutcracker is such a big ballet thing in the world, we offer Nutcracker camps for the younger ones to just kind of explore the music and have fun and pretend that they're in the Nutcracker. And then for the older ones, we do have to kind of get them ready if they haven't been training as much in the summer. We really need to prep them because they're going to be doing a lot of intensive dancing come like early fall.
Oh,
so
sure.
yeah, so that's why we have those classes.
All right, and what's the easiest way to sign up? Is this something we can take care of online? Should we give y'all a call later this morning? What works best?
Yeah, online is absolutely the best because it has all of our information, plus there's a way to register. You register your family first in our system, and then once you're registered, you never have to register again, at least not your family. And so like our current students need to just go and register for their summer. It's just new families that would register their family first and their student first. So yeah, you just go to greensboroballet.org and all the information's there, and the registration form is there, and it makes it super easy.
All right, then. Jennifer, you all have got some stuff coming up soon. You got to come back and be with us again so we can get on track for these next round of performances. But if you're looking ahead, folks, to summertime, I know it's the first week of March, but it's going to be here before you know it. This is the last week of the third quarter of the school year for many kids. So spring's going to be here before you know it, and then summertime, and don't be left on the outside looking in. GreensboroBallet.org. Get ready for Dance Summer Camp with Greensboro Ballet. Jennifer, thanks so much. We'll talk again soon, my friend.
Looking forward to it. Thank you again.
Take care. Jennifer Gentry, the Executive Director of Greensboro Ballet. More coming up. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Over the years, you've always wondered and you've questioned where to get the best news, talk shows, sports, and weather updates. But now there's one thing you're certain of. No doubts, ever. Turn your curiosity into certainty with WSJS.com. Listen live worldwide. Meet your favorite hosts. Get the latest concert info, exciting contests, and cheer for local sports teams.
Ready or not, here we come.
Visit us online at WSJS.com and never question your source of entertainment again.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Piedmont Triad area weather. The latest weather computer model runs are showing an area of high pressure holding on, giving us some quiet weather. And we have a big warming trend coming our way. Some clouds around early today, then becoming mostly sunny or high near 60. Back into the cloudiness for the overnight hours, our low 45. And then breaks in the clouds for tomorrow, the high 75. On Thursday, partly sunny, the high upper 70s. We can see some low 80s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore. For News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Afternoons just got better with more guests, more opinions, and more laughs. The Dan Patrick Show.
So you're looking for the name of a person.
What are you doing that you're not listening to the show?
I turned away for a second.
What, Todd?
I was reading like a mean tweet about something, and I lost the concentration for a second.
But why don't you read the tweet during the commercial
I should
break?
have. I should have done. It just caught my eye, and then all of a sudden there's a question, and I'm like, 11.
The Dan Patrick Show. This afternoon at 2 on WSJS.
This March, Winston-Salem is going no mow for the bees. Early spring is critical for pollinators, and letting lawns grow helps flowers bloom and provides much needed food. As a Bee City USA, the city is skipping mowing in 8 parks, 1 in each ward, and inviting residents to join in. Take the No Mow March pledge at cityofws.org/sustainability. Together, we can make a difference, 1 yard at a time.
When we invest wisely, lead responsibly, and work together as a community, our children win. My name is Gwendolyn Johnson, and I'm running for Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Board. Every dollar should reach the classroom. A comptroller and a community finance advisory council mean transparency, smart budgeting, and accountability. Early voting through Saturday, February 28th. Election day is Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm Gwendolyn Johnson, and I approve this message.
At Dario, it's more than a meal, it's a tradition. Inspired by the classic American hot dog stand, Dario has grown to offer a menu that pleases the whole family. The menus and faces have evolved since 1947. Their dedication to doing the right thing remains unchanged. When you visit Dario, you're not just dining, you're part of a legacy. Experience it for yourself at any Dario location across North and South Carolina and online at Dario.com. Taste the history, savor the tradition. Dario.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports in the Triad, WSJS. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here, folks. Have you signed up for the Winter Wonderland of Winning? You can do just that at WSJS.com. We've got Chicago and Styx sharing the stage in Charlotte, July 18th. The Windy Cities Tour with all the hits. You'll love it. Wake Forest Baseball, the Demon Deacons welcome in Stanford to the couch on March 8th. We've also got the Twin City Thunderbirds. They'll be taking on Athens Rock on the 13th. And let the jams begin July 8th. It is Santana and the Doobie Brothers. We got them. You want them. I know you do. Sign up today at WSJS.com in the Winter Wonderland of Winning. On this third day of the third month of 2026, who's celebrating a birthday or an anniversary? If so, hope your morning finds you surrounded by those that love and cherish you most. Let's see who we got here. Inventor of the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, born this day in 1847.
You are my heart. Alexander Graham Bell.
You know what the person on the other side said? I'm going to hang up. We've got a bad connection. And then it was lost. That's all we got. Anyway. Oh, come on. That was funny. Really? I mean, lonely laughter out there on that limb all by myself. Okay. James Doohan. I'm not going to do it. Scotty on the original Star Trek, born in 1920.
This is Lieutenant Commander Scott. The Enterprise takes no orders except those of Captain Kirk. Aye, sir. All right, you lovelies. Hold together. Know what time it is. I don't need a bloomin' cuckoo clock. Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that?
Sure, why not? Let's rephrase it.
The Enterprise takes orders from no one. Anyway, all right. I want to, but I'm not. I will not. I will resist. I'll be strong. Scotty would be 106 today.
That's really incredible. It really is.
Now, you know, you have to speak gingerly when you talk about age because some people get easily offended, right?
Yes.
But I think that's old.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm okay. I'm on safe ground here, right? That's old. 106.
Yeah, you're old.
That's old.
Yeah.
It is old. All right. Older than your birthday old. So now that's not Methuselah or Noah old, but it's still.
When you have to have 3 of those big candles on your cake, you're old.
That was funny. All right. Yeah. How many big candles do you have? All right. There you go. That was funny. Herschel Walker, who's not so old, he was born in 1962, but you know him, George Bulldog, a legend, Heisman Trophy, 1982. Happy birthday, Herschel. So there you go. Who else we got? Oh, one of the great Olympic athletes of all time, also born in 1962, Jackie Joyner Kersey. Actress Jessica Biel was born in 1982. And, oh my gosh, just play it.
So I got up and strolled over to the other side of the cantina. I asked the guy, why you so fly? He said, Funky Cole Medina.
Tone Loc. Oh my gosh. Sometimes the youth of America just doesn't know from where they speak, right? And those of us who have a little bit of age can laugh at their expense. Okay?
Yes.
I think it was Miles Griffin. I think this was in elementary school. It may have been middle school, but I think it was elementary school. But I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, he had a teacher, and her name was Miss Medina.
Yes.
Well, Vicky and I immediately snicker. I mean,
yes.
As soon as we see it on the schedule, and I already know what's coming. Now, Miles and Sophia, Lord love them, totally clueless, right? They have no idea. And so I don't even think Vicky and I said anything about it. It's one of those, as a parent, you have to bide your time, right?
Yes.
First day of school comes and goes. And, you run down. How was this class? How was that class? You want to hear everything, all that good stuff. And what about Miss Medina's class? And he tells us what he has to say about it. I didn't bat an eye. I looked, I didn't flinch. I didn't smile. I said, is she funky? And he looked at me with that confused dog tilted head look. I'm sorry, what? And his mother, Vicky, goes, was she cold? Mom and Dad are being weird. I just wondered. We did that for months. We did that. And only 2 people in that car ever laughed.
Yeah, I imagine so.
The other half of the attendees found no humor in that whatsoever. And if she's listening this morning, I don't even remember what subject it was. I don't care. That alone brought me such joy. How was your funky and cold class? Why do you say that? I was just Dad being weird. That's all. This is funny now as I thought it was then. Happy birthday, one and all. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that's right. Time to open up the history book. It's so big. Should we digitize this history book so I don't have to, you know what I mean? Slump it around from studio to office, back and forth. All right, we're going to open it and see what's here. Get ready for it. Meanwhile, here is Rewind.
This is Rewind. March 3rd, 1968. The Western
Day of the Evil God.
hit the top of the box office.
One of these days I'm going to pull the trigger.
Knocking off
Emasculation to begin with.
Planet of the Apes.
An experimental surgery on the speech centers of the brain.
This date in 1980.
I'm for Antarctica.
ABC aired the premiere of That's Incredible.
You'll share the triumph of this courageous young man.
The show ran for 4 years. And March 3rd, 1989. The release of the drama
Take out your pencils and write.
Lean on Me.
I want the name. Every hoodlum, drug dealer, and miscreant.
Starring Morgan Freeman.
On my desk by noon today.
I'm Brendan Bruce.
I want all of you to look at this slovenly, sloppy boy here as an example of how not to dress.
And that's Rewind.
They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they can call me Batman. I love that movie. Oh, my gracious. Thank you, Morgan Freeman. Based on real people and real events, if you've ever seen Lean on Me. It's a powerful testament to what education can do when people are all in, right? I love that movie. Great stuff. What else we got here? The Missouri Compromise was passed by Congress. The legislation designated that Maine would be admitted to the Union as a free state and Missouri would be admitted as a slave state. Maine became a state March 15th, 1820. Missouri was admitted August 10th of 1821. But the compromise finally signed, sealed, and delivered this day in 1820. Florida admitted to the Union as state number 27. And that's because we all needed somebody to pick on. It was 1845.
They're their own country.
They are. It's a southern state. No, it's not.
It's a whole new world.
Only a couple states have that designation.
Yes.
Florida's misplaced. It's not a southern state.
No, it's not.
No, it's just not. And it's just stuck out there down there in the ocean, a magnet for hurricanes, filled with alligators and mosquitoes and other who told what all kind of critters in the swamps. Are you serious? You ever seen the cockroaches in Florida?
Big.
They could harness those things and have them pull tourists around town. That's how big. No. And I know a lot of wonderful people that live in Florida. They are stronger people than me.
Of course.
I don't believe I'd last a year down there. It's always hot. Jeffrey, it's not. You're at the beach. Got to worry about hurricanes. Yes, and you're right. It's not a southern state. It is its own country. And who's the other one? Texas.
Yeah.
Texas. And they're not even bashful. Now, Floridians will argue about it. We are a very proud southern state. But y'all not southern. No, you're not. God bless you. But Texas is the proudest state, right?
Remember the Alamo.
And if they don't like it, they'll take. Do you know that in their state constitution, they withheld, they can leave the Union at any time and become a republic. It's in their constitution. So don't make them mad.
Right.
When they tell you, we'll get up and go, they mean it. You know, a lot of people say, I'm going to get up out of here. No, that only means It's only for real in Texas.
Right.
And you better take them seriously. All right. We should all be as proud of our home state as Texans are of theirs.
Correct.
So I told you, they don't believe in American flags in Texas. They believe in the Texas flag. If you don't believe me, go down there and see. They'll tell you. They pull them right out and show them to you. Lone Star, baby. Get your boots. They even got pet names for their boots.
I'm sure they do.
Hats. I'm going to tell you.
Spurs, everything.
All right, there you go. But yes, Florida and Texas, and so we love them all. We love them all. Congress passed the first wartime draft in U.S. history. Now, what does that even mean? Oh, the draft. I thought there was like a written draft. Like, what are we drafting? I got
the
it.
actual draft.
The draft. All right. The Conscription Act during the Civil War called upon all men between 20 and 45. That was this day in 1863. Carmen by Bizet premiered in Au Paris this day in 1875. The first organized ice hockey match took place in Montreal, Canada in 1875.
Sounds right.
I don't know that hockey's older than that, isn't it? They
I
were
really
out there
don't know.
playing on lakes and ponds well before 1875. I guarantee. What is she going to do? What else is she going to do? Collect trading cards of the Royal Mounted Police? I mean, that's an option. Or you could go play hockey.
Look, I got a Mountie.
I know it says here 1875, but I question that. I think that might be a Wikipedia fact. That's what I think. I think they've been at it longer than that.
Probably.
Just a guess. Oh, here, great. Here's another. Belva Ann Bennett Lockwood. I like that name. That's pretty. Belva Ann. I guarantee you she's from the South.
Just call her Miss B.
Belva Ann, darling, come on in here. All right, Mama. I mean, it's perfect, isn't it?
It is.
Belva Ann. She was the first woman to try a case before the United States Supreme Court, 1879. Clearly, a very smart young lady as well. Ann Sullivan began teaching Helen Keller this day in 1887. The U.S. Steel Corporation was formed in 1901. Sing Sing Prison in Ossining, New York, began taking prisoners' fingerprints in 1903. Well, as I've said several times today, once you're in prison, what are you going to do?
Sing, sing.
Sing. For years, I thought that was a typo every time I saw it.
Yeah.
Why'd they put the name of that prison in there twice? Jeffrey, I believe it's called Sing Sing. Nobody would name it Sing Sing. I'm sure it's just saying. No, it is Sing Sing.
Dance prison.
I sentenced you to 10 to 12 years in Sing Sing. It's not funny. I'm not. That was Christian Snyder giggling in the background. That was not me. That was Christian snickering on that one. Okay. Fingerprints. Good idea. The National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics. The what?
NACA.
Oh, NACA. Said nobody ever. Was founded this day in 1915. Oh, this was the predecessor of NASA. Founded in 1915?
Some of these things are a lot older than we thought.
What'd they do for the next 45 years? Before Kennedy said, you all have had enough time. That's enough. Let's do something. We're not just meeting to meet. Wow. Time magazine began publication in 1923. The Star Spangled Banner officially designated the national anthem not until 1931. I'm so confused. The first fatal jetliner accident occurred when a Canadian plane crashed in Karachi, Pakistan. Sad day, 1953. And Rodney King severely beaten by Los Angeles police officers in a scene captured on amateur video this day in 1991. All you wordlers, your clue for March 3rd, table runners and summer clothes. Table runners and summer clothes. Your Wordle clue for the third day of March, table runners and summer clothes. Good luck with that. 7:49. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I got your TV rundown and a magical musical moment next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
A country boy can survive. And Hank Williams Jr. proves all of that and then some by hitting the stage at True Lion Amphitheater in Charlotte, May 30th, and a month later at Coastal Credit Music Park in Raleigh on June 20th.
Country boy can survive.
Win tickets before you can buy them right here on WSJS. So don't be a dinosaur. Let's roar with Hank Williams Jr.
Ready, set, Ford. If you like saving money, head over to Crossroads Ford of Kernersville right now. Save up to $16,000 off MSRP on these amazing Ford courtesy vehicles. 2025 Ford F-150 trucks, Ford Explorers, Escapes, and Expeditions. These Ford vehicles have extremely low mileage and have been maintained by their amazing service department, just like new and test-driven. See John and his team, Crossroads Ford of Kernersville, right off I-40 on Highway 66. Ready, set, Ford. Now through March 2nd, visit Crossroads Ford for complete details.
I went to My Computer Career because I needed job security.
Because I wanted a career in cybersecurity.
I went to My Computer Career because IT jobs are everywhere.
My old job was going nowhere.
I went because I didn't want college loans for the rest of my life.
Because I wanted a career for the rest of my life.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Classes available online or in person. Financial aid available for qualified students, including the GI Bill. 529 college savings plans accepted.
Not available in Washington State.
When your little one has a cold with a fever, try new DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. It's the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever offers fast, effective cold and fever relief for kids ages 6 and up with a delicious grape flavor that kids love. New DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever will help them feel better fast so they can get back to the fun stuff quickly. New DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Child abuse is not a bad parent problem.
Keeping families out of crisis in the first place
is how we prevent it from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org and
let's solve child abuse before it ever happens.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to America's heroes. Got extra tickets to concerts, games, or special events? Or want to see if you qualify? Go to vettix.org and firsttix.org today.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports in the Triad, WSJS, looking at a high of 55 today, 73 tomorrow, 78 on Thursday. We're into the 80s Friday and Saturday. What's on the tube this evening? Coast to Coast Tuesday on NBC. The 76ers host the Spurs at 8 o'clock Eastern. Sacramento will be home to take on the Phoenix Suns. That is an 11 o'clock tip time for those of us in the Eastern time zone. On CBS, NCIS at 8, NCIS Origins at 9, NCIS Sydney at 10 o'clock. The series premiere of R.J. Decker on ABC. There's an ex-con who uses his skills as a newspaper photographer to become a private investigator in Florida. The stand-up special Bruce, I Ain't Playing is available on Netflix, and the schedule also includes Best Medicine and Will Trent, which will air at 8 p.m. Doc and High Potential go at 9. On the late-night circuit, Jimmy Fallon will chat with Penelope Cruz. Jimmy Kimmel welcomes in Governor Gavin Newsom. Jake Gyllenhaal will sit down with Stephen Colbert, and Seth Meyers will catch up with Annette Bening and Robbie Hoffman. For our magical musical moment, and all month long, we share with you Irish songs. This was released in 2014. Now, the band was originally formed when the members were 15 years old, and they were already in college. 15 years old, and students at Terenure College, they formed a band. Then a few years later, they had to change band names because some other group had already claimed this one, so they added a "the" in front of it, and here we are. They also had to stop touring. They had just signed their first big deal right when COVID arrived, so their debut was delayed a couple years. Nonetheless, they're out and cranking out the tunes now. Here are the Coronas with Just Like That.
it's time to hit the road. I think I know someplace that we can go. Short. Yeah, we fall. This could be our final war. And we both go, oh my God, it's a terrible thing. The whistle drawn to each other, and we know it might not even mean anything. But if it's wrong, it won't take long. I'm not saying I want you back down unless you say it first. Cause I've said things just like that, only when I'm getting hurt. I got your message, I'm still awake. It's not too late for us to stay
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
At WSJS.com, you're tuning into a hub of news, talk, sports, and weather all in one place. We bring you live broadcasts worldwide, connecting you with top show hosts and the latest concert info. Our contests and live appearances are designed to engage and entertain. And when it comes to sports, we've got your favorite teams covered. Experience a world of information and excitement at WSJS.com, where your connection to the Triad and beyond begins.
See why so many families choose Calvary Day School for its commitment to faith-centered education and academic excellence. At Calvary, students grow academically, spiritually, and socially with opportunities in the arts, athletics, and innovative STEM programs. With small class sizes and a supportive community, every student can thrive. Schedule your campus tour today at 336-714-5575 or visit calvaryday.school.
Some things in life just don't make sense, like why we call it a hardwood floor when it makes your home feel so soft and warm. It's just not logical. But when it comes to flooring, you need things to make sense. That's where Heritage Hardwood Floor shines. They've been crafting excellence since 2005. Plus, refinishing of existing hardwood floors is their specialty. So, when you meet flooring that stands the test of time, think logically. Think Heritage Hardwood Floors. Online at heritagehardwoodfloors.ws.
Hola, amigos. Winter is here and temperatures are down. But here at Pancho Villa's, our food is always sizzling hot. Come to one of our 2 locations in the Triad for the best Mexican food. We're always excited to be partners on the Truth Network, and we're glad to serve your family all year round.
Friendly service, delicious food, and a wonderful family-friendly atmosphere. Find them online at mypanchovillas.com. Vaya con Dios.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar! La, 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 la.
What's happening, everybody? It's WD from The Drive, and on this afternoon show, we react to Duke NC State from last night. We start to look ahead to the World Baseball Classic, and we also play some bets for tonight's sports action in Dalton's Dollars. Listen to The Drive, 4 to 6 p.m. right here on WSJS.
Finally, news, talk, and sports done right. WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group. When you grill with Kingsford charcoal and add Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters, your special occasion becomes unforgettable. Wow. Made with 100% real spices, Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters can be added to any pre-lit charcoal to add a whole new, rich, full-bodied flavor and aroma to your spring grilling. So good. Look for Kingsford Charcoal and Kingsford Garlic Onion and Paprika Flavor Boosters for a mouth-watering flavor experience. Kingsford.com.
Piedmont Triad area weather. The latest weather computer model runs are showing an area of high pressure holding on, giving us some quiet weather, and we have a big warming trend coming our way. Some clouds around early today, then becoming mostly sunny or high near 60. Back into the cloudiness for the overnight hours, our low 45. And then breaks in the clouds for tomorrow, the high 75. On Thursday, partly sunny, the high upper 70s. We can see some low 80s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore. For News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hi, this is Todd Starnes. As we navigate through these challenging times, we all seek truth and understanding. Join me this afternoon at 12 noon for the Todd Starnes Show. Together, we'll explore the latest on politics, faith, and culture news, engaging with top newsmakers and your insightful calls.
Smooth talker.
Let WSJS be your trusted companion on this journey with the Todd Starnes Show, where your voice matters. See you at noon on WSJS and WSJS.com.
Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina is a nonprofit organization that has served the local community since 1926. Through the sales of donated items, they fund employment and training programs to help people find hope, opportunity, and jobs. Goodwill Industries has provided services to 26,000 people in the last year. The good they do is because of you. Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina. Online at goodwillnwnc.org.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with the Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
I need your help. I think I'm losing it here, man.
Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Tuesday.
The days are starting to blur together.
So it's Tuesday.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
It's Tuesday morning.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Why are we waking up? You got a show to do.
To entertain folks.
And also to help people
Get through this.
Okay, if you say so.
It's showtime. Hit it.
Welcome to hour number 2 of the Big Show, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. We got some rain this morning, then mostly cloudy. A slight chance of more rain for about another hour or so. Then we'll top out about 55 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, midweek rolls in with areas of fog to begin the day, eventually stepping aside for partly sunny skies and a high of 73. Thursday, we continue to trend upward, partly sunny and a high of 78. Friday and Saturday, lots of sunshine with highs in the 80s. If you would like a traveling weather forecast for wherever you may be going, whatever you may be doing, please don't hesitate to reach out. The number to call, 336-777-1600. Folks, have you programmed your mobile device for tickets? Because we're going to give them away. Could be this hour, could be today, could be tomorrow. You never know. That's why you keep it tuned right here. We've got Wake in California, little men's basketball. Charlotte FC, the home opener, Bank of America Stadium, coming up this Saturday. The Greensboro Swarm will be taking on Delaware. That is next Tuesday and Wednesday. And one of the biggest names in all of country music. That's right. Hank Williams Jr., Treliant Amphitheater in Charlotte, is going to be there Saturday, May 30th, with special guest Joe Nichols. Win them before you can buy them. That's right. We got them. Hank Jr., coming to the Queen City, and you can get them right here on Triad today. 336-777-1600. It is time for us to get between the pages. Good morning, Robert. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure, Jeffrey.
So, Robert, I've practiced. Ficacello, is that right? Am I anywhere close?
Chef's kiss. It's perfect.
Oh, look at that. Everybody, now I'll go all in. It is Dr. Robert Ficacello, the smartest guy on the Big Show today. So thanks, Dr. Robert. I appreciate it. So what in the world would ever lead you to, you know what, I don't have enough to do in the world. I think I'm going to sit down and write a book.
Well, it's part of my job. That's one thing. And I've written a few academic books and published some literary fiction. And then I decided, why not try something different? And my kids were the inspiration for this, really. They couldn't read my academic book, so I said to them one day, why don't I write a picture book? And they sort of jumped for joy.
And here we are. And folks, that's Dr. Robert Ficacello is a professor of English at Holy Family University in Philadelphia. And Robert, these characters, it kind of opens up a world which for a lot of little kids may seem daunting or intimidating, but this is completely accessible and it's just another adventure for the kiddos, isn't it?
It is. And the why of me writing the book too was that when my daughter went to school, she seemed really shy. In these male-dominated classrooms, it was a big percentage of male students to female. She started to become a little less confident. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to show a young space commander, female character who was like taking charge and leading a mission into space.
I love it. So there's a little inspiration. There's a lot of motivation. And Robert, a whole bunch of wisdom. This is part kind of fairy tale, part adventure, and we've thrown in a bunch of real life space facts, right? So we're learning and we're cultivating the creativity. It's a win-win all the way around.
Absolutely. And there's the there's a glossary in the back for kids that are a little higher reading level at like the 7 to 8 year old range. But in the lower ranges, kids that are reading will ask, like, what moon is Io? And a parent who's reading it to them can look in the back and explain that to them as well. So that's a great part of the book, I think.
Oh, listen, I think we should have a glossary for adult books. I needed one sorely. Yeah, I remember being voluntold that I was going to read Siddhartha, and then they sprung Red Badge of Courage on me, and immediately I went, ooh, we're in desperate need of a glossary. I knew I was in over my head, and it was not forthcoming. And as parents, Robert, you have saved us from having to lie to our children.
Yeah, exactly.
when they look up and they go, hey, Daddy, what is this? And so often you just kind of, well, you make up a story and you're great and you hope you're right. You kind of vaguely recall that. And Robert, you've just put it all together between the covers here. We've got all the information to make a memorable moment that we can share with our children. They're going to get excited. They're going to be smarter. And we're going to remember stuff that we probably forgot long ago, right?
Exactly. And that was the other way that I started the book was during the pandemic when we were spending a lot of time outside and my kids were saying, what's that in the sky and what's that? And I was like, I think it's Jupiter. It's supposed to be the brightest star in the sky. And then I realized I needed to do a little bit of research. And while I was doing that, I said to my wife, I was like, we've read kids' books all our lives to our kids. I can probably write a book that's just as bad as some of the stuff that we've read to them.
Robert, that's funny. Come on, give yourself a little more credit. So, is it Lucia or is it Lucia?
From my Italian heritage, it's Lucia.
All right, Lucia. I married into the Sopranos, Robert, so I get it. I totally do. All right,
so you can never leave.
No, and we're not Italian. We're Sicilian, and you understand the difference. So it's
that's my background too, Sicilian.
Oh yeah, and thou shalt not cross that line. You will have wine with breakfast when your uncle gives it to you too.
That's right.
It's not an option. It's more of an order. But Lucia is the flight commander. Marcus is the educator mission specialist, and we've got real NASA photos. And I guess, Robert, we think of kind of NASA as, yeah, it's cool, I guess that would be groovy. Would you go to space? And you have that conversation, but they do stuff all the time and kids get really excited about it, don't they?
Yeah, I think space is one of those things that it's an area that we never get tired of because it's something that we, even as adults, we never get to visit, unlike the ocean or the forest or something like that. At some point we can kind of go into that environment, but space is always the mysterious environment that such a small percentage of us would actually go and be an astronaut and get out there. And the images that some of these satellites are bringing back are just amazing. And they're always opening up new ways to look at space. And that's why I think space books for kids are like a never-ending source of inspiration.
So, Robert, when you first penned this book and you share it with your kids, what was their response? Were they 2 thumbs up, all in, absolutely? Or did they kind of get that, Daddy, that's great, can we have chicken nuggets for dinner? What was the response?
They loved it because their names were in it. I think my wife was more of the one, like, giving me a little pat on the back saying, keep going with it kind of thing. And then eventually after draft, the kids were kind of rolling their eyes and being like, you want us to read this again? I don't see the difference between the last draft and this draft. So at some point they had sort of had enough.
Now I got to know, Robert, did you share the book with your class at Holy Family?
Not till recently. Once I got one of the printer proofs, and I kind of left it surreptitiously out on the desk, and they were like, "Oh, what's this?" And I was like, "Oh, by the way, So I'll take the publicity, even if it's from a captive audience.
That's funny. This is your textbook. This is the first textbook that you need to go to the store and get. Speaking of, Robert, we can get this. We can get it at all the regular places. Lucia and Marcus Go to Space Jupiter. It's available through Warren Publishing, and many thanks to our friends who help put these conversations together. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Bookshop.org, or your favorite local bookseller, and just say, I want Dr. Fiacello's new book, and they can get you hooked up, right?
Absolutely. And you can go to my website, robertficacello.com. There's links to find stuff there, and there's other information as well.
All right. So, Robert, I wouldn't be doing my JOB if I didn't ask, brother, what is on the horizon?
Well, what I'm hoping for is on my social media at some point, I'll have a contest for kids or parents of kids to decide where Lucia and Marcus go next. And I think that'll be the next evolution of the series.
All right, so we got plenty of adventures. I mean, this could go on for quite a while, Robert.
It could. My little wish list is, of course, it would go on forever, and then they would start traveling to cities in Europe, and then I could do a little bit of quote-unquote research travel.
Yes, Robert, I like the way you think. This is. I'm absolutely feeling this. So we'll start nearby with Jupiter, and then we can branch out to the exotic places like Paris and Berlin and London and all the fun stuff in Rome. All right, Robert, what is your writing method? Do you get up same time every day? Do you write between classes? Do you use the dictation memo thing on your cell phone? What works best?
I usually just go pen to paper, and I keep a little notepad in my pocket or a backpack when I'm walking around because, as someone said to me, the road to hell is paved with good ideas that never get to flourish. So that's basically it, and I just kind of write when I have the chance. I usually teach online classes in the summer, so I have time to, when the weather's nice, I can sit outside and just be, in the environment and be nice and calm and quiet.
That's good for the soul. Good for the writing too. All right, so you said online classes. So could Christian, our producer extraordinaire, can Christian and I sign up for your class this summer?
If you want to do American literature or 20th century novel, it's not going to be the picture book writing class, but I'll never say no to a student that wants to enroll. I'll tell you that.
All right. So American literature, Christian, is that a strong suit of yours?
Not my strongest point. More of the picture drawings.
Robert, who's your favorite American author?
I would say the one I actually started my undergraduate was in marine biology, and so I switched careers in my 30s and went back and got an MFA in creative writing, and a lot of that transition was due to reading On the Road by Jack Kerouac. And it's a book that really made me want to travel, made me want to write about my experiences.
Well, with your marine background, I thought maybe you were going to say Jacques Cousteau or something was your favorite author. I thought that's a bold choice right there. Folks, it is Lucia and Marcus Go to Space, Jupiter, an educational children's book by Dr. Robert Ficacello. You can get it at Warren Publishing, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Bookshop.org. And Robert, did I see somewhere along the way that we can even access the website, which, by the way, is robertficacello.com. I'll spell that for you. I know some of you Southerners, you're totally bewildered by this. And I am one too. I'm not picking on you, so don't anybody get rankled. FICOCIELLO. It's spelled exactly like it sounds. FICOCIELLO.com. But Robert, did I see something on the website? We can get coloring sheets too?
Yes, I have those for the book events, and also I plan on uploading those to the website so they can be downloaded for teachers or parents.
Oh, see, so you could have the story, you could go outside, you could look up, you could come inside, do the coloring sheet, and you have just inspired the next astronaut who's going to go and explore and make great discoveries in space and change the trajectory of mankind. Robert, well done, my friend. We're proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the next book, wherever we're going, national parks, Paris, you come back and be with us, will you?
Absolutely. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
That was fun. And please tell Lucia and Marcus, by the way, you get an A+. You know, some parents name their children weird names, right? We all know it, but we don't say it. So, but you get an A+. I love the names. I love the
Thank
names.
you.
That's very, very Sicilian. Well done. All right, Robert gets an A+ on the day. And again, our thanks to the gang at Warren Publishing. Robert, we'll talk soon. Have a spectacular Tuesday.
You as well, Jeffrey. Thank you.
Take care, my friend. It is 8:19. We got to take a quick break. We're going to be back with Mom Life and Courtney after this on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Experience the thrill of tuning in to WSJS, where each broadcast is a fresh start. Every insightful discussion and witty banter fills you with anticipation for what's next. Whether you're in High Point, Greensboro, or Winston-Salem, we're your go-to for smart listening. Embrace fresh conversations. We keep the Triad informed and entertained. Start smart listening with WSJS and WSJS.com.
Let's go.
Public ice skating is happening at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Join them for public skating hours, no school skate days, holiday skating, group skating lessons, and party time skating, because parties on ice are the best. Visit WSFairgrounds.com for more information. Public ice skating is open at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, your one-stop source for entertainment in Winston-Salem.
Treat yourself like royalty at Biscuit King in High Point or any of their 3 locations in Lexington. This week, enjoy a fried bologna biscuit, only $2.59. Visit Biscuit King today.
Home of the good Normus biscuit.
I was choosing alcohol over my family. That's when I made the... Now I'm finding better ways to cope.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Transform your home with elegance and durability. Plus, refinishing of existing hardwood floors is their specialty. With Jesse's craftsmanship, Catherine's business savvy, your dream floors are a step away. Their expertise is matched only by their passion for quality. Elevate your space with Heritage Hardwood Floors. Online at heritagehardwoodfloors.ws. Heritage Hardwood Floors. When it comes to flooring, they have no ceiling.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Sweetie, come here. Don't worry. I see a lot of patients with the exact same thing.
Ever since the ice skating rink went in next door?
Or is it more than
Dr. Clark's business is heating up.
So many patients need my help. How will I find time to see all of them?
They need to hire a scheduler, stat.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Time to wake up.
It's a good morning on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Time for Mom Life with Courtney Hartman. Hey, girl.
Hey, how you doing, Jeffrey?
All right. Have you recovered from that 10-degree lacrosse game last night?
I tell you what, we had a beautiful day on Sunday. I don't know what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
It would have been beautiful to play lacrosse on Sunday.
Courtney was there too at the lacrosse ice bowl that we enjoyed last night. So she was harassing me from the next section over, but nonetheless, here we are, Courtney. And what you want to talk about?
Well, let's start with the joke first, Jeffrey.
Do tell.
Okay. What did the hat say to the other?
What did the hat say to the other? Courtney Ann, I don't know.
You say here, and I'll go ahead. I like that background laugh. That's hilarious.
This is on you, Christian Snyder. That's your
That's
doing.
great.
That's your Courtney, hush. Christian, we're going to talk about this later.
I love it.
All right, Courtney.
And Jeffrey, let me announce one more thing. My mother-in-law, Diana Hardman's birthday is today, and she is 79 years old.
Happy birthday to Diana. Happy birthday to Diana. Happy birthday, dear Diana. Happy birthday to you and many more.
So my husband turned 50 this past Thursday, and she turned 79 today. So I just wanted to give her a shout out.
Courtney's telling all the family secrets today. All right,
I am.
There you go. Happy birthday. We love Diana. Okay, girl.
Okay, so back to the activities. We got March is a wonderful time to be outside and enjoy the cool weather, the spring blooms that we see everywhere sprouting up, and all the local happenings in the Triad. So I'd like to go ahead and just kind of start a little bit with some Greensboro and Winston-Salem, and then if people want to look in the website of WSJS, then they can see what other activities are in the future. So let's start with Greensboro. Yes. We got the Harlem Globetrotters. It's their 100-year tour.
All right.
And I actually took my family years ago because I had seen them when I was a child, and they just make me laugh. I mean, they make anybody laugh.
They do. It's great entertainment.
They are amazing.
Great entertainment. That's coming up, I think, end of March, right? At the 29th?
It is, like March 29th. Okay. Yep, at the First Horizon Coliseum in Greensboro.
Surely.
And then in Winston, we got a spring jam, which sounds amazing. That's actually this weekend, March 7th. So it's at Millworks in Winston-Salem, and it's just a day full of just hanging out, listening to music, playing games, good food, just getting out there and just enjoying everything. You might not know your neighbors, but by the end of the day, you will.
Fair enough. I like it. Okay.
All right. So then we got the Spring Makers Market, and that's also this weekend on March 8th, and that's Foothill Brewery Tasting Room, and it's from 1 to 6.
All right.
So get out there and just enjoy the company, again, live music, food trucks, and award-winning brews. So, Jeffrey, you got to get out there and see which one's your favorite.
Got it. I'll go. I'll endeavor. I'll do my best. All right. Keep going, Courtney.
All right. We got a candlelight tribute to, how do you say, is it ABBA?
Well, I don't know. I have a knack for saying it incorrectly. ABBA.
I do too. ABBA.
Is it
and anyway,
musical group?
It's
ABBA.
ABBA?
Yes.
Okay.
It is ABBA. Okay.
He says ABBA, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
Unless
and it's March 12th in the Millennium Center. So, again, get out there, and it's kind of just an experience to just enjoy music. It's in candlelight, so it's an experience that probably you've never experienced before. So just try it.
All right, I can dig that. All right, roll on.
Remember the day when everything was at the Millennium Center?
I remember when it was the post office.
Oh my!
It used to be. It was the main post office in Winston-Salem.
I mean, that was like the only place you could go and have like parties and stuff. And now you got the Dash Stadium and all these other places.
Everywhere. You can go to Courtney's house. You can just
yeah.
It's all good. ABBA.
Right.
All right. So ABBA, right? Right? ABBA. Yes, coming to Millennium Center. Well, a tribute to ABBA at Millennium Center. Then what, Courtney Ann?
Okay, so the Crafty Women's Market, which sounds so fun to me because I just love homemade items. And so this is just a way to get out there and help the community, help people that are trying to either raise money or just enjoy their crafts that they make. They'll be selling homemade items, again, live music, food trucks. A lot of these are all live music because it gets people there. And then you just kind of walk around and have different kinds of foods. So that's a good way to get out there with your family.
Okay.
You've got the Movable Feast weekend. So at first I thought, when I looked at this, I thought, that sounds like a lot of food. But actually, it's a reader's dream.
Yes, it is, Courtney. Yes, it is. You got to get your ticket, and then you go in, and you just go from table to table and meet all the authors in one happy weekend.
Will the author that you just spoke with, will he be there?
No, Robert's not. I don't think he's going to be a bookmark. So, but they've got a ton. And I know this was when part of Snowmageddon or the Ice Age. So some of the authors had to bow out, but they've replaced those authors with more. So there's a full roster, but you got to get your tickets now. And then you go and just spend the day. You get a few minutes at a table with every author. It's ridiculously cool. Courtney, quickly, one more. Make it a good one.
All right, so let's try the Triad Anime Con. A lot of people enjoy that. That's at the Convention Center, March 27th through 29th, a long weekend, one ticket price, and then you get to enjoy the performers, the live acts, the DJs, the artists, and the extra vendors that will be there. So it sounds like a wonderful March. Get out there with your family or get out with your spouse and just enjoy it. Have a good spring.
Time. That's Courtney Hartman and Mom Life. All right, Courtney Ann, happy birthday to
Thank
Diana.
you so much for having me.
I'll talk to you later, girl. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
My name is Bo Cephas.
A country boy can survive. And Hank Williams Jr. proves all of that and then some by hitting the stage at True Lion Amphitheater in Charlotte, May 30th, and a month later at Coastal Credit Music Park in Raleigh on June 20th.
Country boy can survive.
Win tickets before you can buy them right here on WSJS. So don't be a dinosaur. Let's roar with Hank Williams Jr.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads, way fresher than detergent alone.
Piedmont Triad area weather. The latest weather computer model runs are showing an area of high pressure holding on, giving us some quiet weather, and we have a big warming trend coming our way. Some clouds around early today, then becoming mostly sunny or high near 60. Back into the cloudiness for the overnight hours, our low 45. And then breaks in the clouds for tomorrow, the high 75. On Thursday, partly sunny, the high upper 70s. We can see some low 80s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore. For News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd on WSJS.
5 touchdowns, no picks, 700 total yards, 102 passer rating, and a Lombardi trophy. That is more Super Bowls than the 4 teams that let him go over the last 32 years.
Your daily dose of sports talk, reality checks, and I told you so's.
Yes, I'm opinionated. I make you think, though, I hope, and react. Join me weeknights, 6 till 9. It's The Herd on WSJS.
Ready to score big this spring? Get your kids in the game with YMCA Sports Leagues. From soccer to flag football, volleyball to t-ball, there's something for every young athlete. But hurry, registration closes March 7th, seasons kick off March 23rd and run through May 17th. Don't let your child miss their moment to shine on the field. Visit ymcanwnc.org to sign up now and give them the chance to make unforgettable memories. YMCA in North Carolina, where champions are made.
Show me the power. This is True Commentary with Stu Epperson, author and host of Truth Talk Live.
As a believer and follower of Jesus, what kind of power do you have in your life? The world is watching. The world is looking. The world is trying to figure out these people that follow the risen Lord. Where's the power? Paul said it well in 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 5. He says, our gospel didn't come to you in word only, but in power, in the Holy Spirit, in full assurance. You see, when you have Christ in your life, you have a supernatural power. Anyone can claim to be a Christian. Any politician can pretty up and talk about God at election time to get votes. But where is the power in your life that forgives those who hurt you, that has the love, joy, and peace of the Holy Spirit? Show me the power, and I'll show you the Christian. Connect with Jesus and experience power like you've never felt before.
Join Stu on radio, social media, and his daily Truth Talk Live podcast. Learn more at truthnetwork.com.
Good morning. It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Like, share, follow, subscribe, sign up. That's right. We're all over the place. Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at WSJS Triad Today. And streaming live, hello, from our studios on Providence Lane in Winston-Salem via Facebook. Look us up, WSJS Radio, Triad Today, and join the conversation. It's time for us to get a little bit of learning during Brain Power with Jermaine Williams. Good morning, my friend. Welcome back.
Oh, howdy, sir. How you doing today?
I'm all right, son. How about you?
Oh, just another day in the life, my friend, trying to enjoy this warmer weather we got here in the South.
Warmer. Yeah, we get warm. Warm's coming our way Friday. We're going to be in the 80s. Last night we were in the 30s.
Yeah, well, y'all keep that up there in Winston-Salem. We'll keep the warm weather down here in Atlanta for a couple of other days.
Oh my gosh! All right, Jermaine. So I'm curious. What are we doing? Something St. Patrick-y? Are we doing springtime? What is the deal here? What do you want to talk about?
Well, if you can't tell, I'm talking with a little bit of a southern swing today. So we're going to talk.
You're a little twangy, but that's all right. I like it.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about some southern sayings for your daily life.
Oh, no. All right.
All right. Number one.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeffrey.
Jermaine. Yes.
Man, you was worthless as gum on a boot heel.
Run that past me one more time.
I'll say it without the southern swing. As worthless as gum on a boot heel.
Them fighting
Which
words.
means, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it means that you're worth absolutely nothing.
I was going to say, that's on par with she's as dumb as a cheese log. So
yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard that one, but that you're right, 100%.
Gum on a boot heel. All right, and said with great love and affection too.
Yes.
All right. I see what we're doing now. You hadn't really been insulted till a Southerner has insulted you.
That's right. And you know what? Here's another one for you.
All
I
right.
think, Jeffrey, you should tote your own skillet.
You'll be to tote my own skillet. That means, I'm guessing here, stay in your lane. You worry about you, I'll worry about me.
Yeah, that's right. You stay in your lane. Handle your own business yourself.
Yeah. More people need to embrace that, don't they?
Yeah.
Tote your
And
own skillet.
we got another southern saying that kind of means that same thing. Let every man skin his own skunk.
Ooh. All right. No, I don't. Ooh, guess what, Jermaine? I was going to tell you this. Last night, you should bring this up. Last night, Miles and I are going home late, okay, from the stadium, and Miles looks up. He goes, something's in the road. I looked up, so I said, yeah, because he was right. I just agree. And, normally I see dead skunks, right? We all smell them. We see them. I think for last night, for the first time, I saw a real live skunk just kind of vacationing there in the road.
Did you make that live skunk a dead skunk?
No, I didn't want that mess on my car. I didn't want that smell to come through the vents. I let that skunk go on his way. He turned around, gave us the polite nod, and we went on our way, and he went on his way, and we smelled no worse for the wear.
Okay. Well, that's good because as much as I would rather have a dead skunk out of the way, I hate smelling them. They're terrible.
Let every man skin his own skunk. I didn't even know that was a thing, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Christian, you're nodding. Did you know that was a thing?
I have only heard it once or twice, but not super familiar with it.
I can't imagine. No, that's a hard no for me, dog. All right, Jermaine, carry on. Carry on.
I've definitely heard this one right here. Man, you drunker than Cooter Brown.
Did he say drunker than Cooter Brown?
That's right. I said drunker than Cooter Brown.
Bless his heart.
But I don't know what. I guess that means you're snockered, right?
Yes. This is inspired by a man who remained perpetually drunk in order to avoid becoming embroiled in the Civil War. His name was Cooter Brown, and in the context, might just be a playful extension of cootie, meaning bedbug.
Oh, do cooties mean bedbugs?
You know what? I don't know if that's the case. I just think cooties is what boys get from girls or girls get from boys or whatever.
And the only medicine for that is to cross your fingers. That's the only way you can. Yeah, you don't get the cooties if your fingers are crossed. Somebody touches you and you say, "Oh, you're trying to give me the cooties," but I had my fingers crossed, so you can't give me the cooties, right?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
I'm just saying. But all right, so first of all, this is very educational. I didn't know that cooties were bed bugs, and I'm a little wigged out by that. And then Cooter Brown was a real man who missed the Civil War because he was drunk.
That's right. So, I mean, I guess good for him for missing out on the Civil War.
I guess do what you got to do if you feel that strongly about it, I suppose.
Not sure his liver appreciated it, but.
Yes, Gervais, this is true. You'd really have to be all in. That is an ongoing commitment right there to maintain that. So I guess, Mr. Brown, we wish you well. All right, Jermaine, with this, okay. And I'm a son of the South, and yet so many of these are new to me. All right, Jermaine, keep going. What else?
All right, well, let's go to another one here. Never thump a free watermelon.
Oh, yeah. That's right. No, don't thump a free watermelon. I've heard that one now. Somebody gives you watermelon, don't check to see if it's ripe. Just say thank you and go about your way.
That's right. I mean, that should be something just across all spectrums.
That's good manners. That's right.
That's right. That's right. Thumping a watermelon means testing its ripeness.
Yes.
But this expression means you should be happy with the free one, regardless how ripe or unripe it is, or to put it another way, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
That's correct. You just take the gift and say, thank you. I sure do appreciate it. And you hope it's ripe. Cut it open at home.
Yes.
That's absolutely right. All right. All right, Jermaine, we got about another 90 seconds here. We got time for a couple more.
All right. So here's a couple more. Let me get my southern swing back on. You can't get all your possums up in one tree. You can't get all your possums up on one tree.
You can't get all your possums. Is that kind of like putting all your eggs in one basket?
That's right. That's right. Don't expect all your plans and everything you got to come to fruition at one time.
Oh my gosh, you can't get. I didn't know possums climb trees. To tell you the truth, I'm a little concerned about that too. So I didn't know. Live and learn. All right. You don't put all your possums up in one tray and nor all your eggs in one basket. And if you do, just go see Cooter Brown and talk to him about bed bugs. Jermaine, this is educational. You could do staff development workshops at Cracker Barrel. You really could. This is great.
Well, I appreciate that. I love myself the Cracker Barrel and the pancakes and syrup. And so
hey, Jermaine,
maybe I'll, yeah.
Today is National Pancake Day.
Oh, goodness. That's right. It is, isn't it, boy? I better go to the IHOP or the Cracker Barrel.
I think Cracker Barrel's got what do we say, Christian, a $5 special or something like that?
Something like that.
And then at IHOP, everybody between 7 a.m. 7 p.m. gets a free stack of 3 buttermilk pancakes. So you can go and eat.
You think you and I can meet in the middle in Greenville, South Carolina, and have us some pancakes here shortly?
Gosh, I'm not sure they're ready for that. We should have. We got to plan better. We've got to plan better. Jermaine Williams, we'll wrap this up. You've got more, so let's save them for your next visit. Fair enough?
Fair enough, my friend. I love it.
Oh, that's too good. All right, and watch out for your possums and skin your own skunks and all kinds of that. More on the next Brain Power with Jermaine Williams. Have a great day, my friend.
Y'all done have a good day, too, and sting them.
Y'all, too. Sting them. That is Brain Power. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back with Camp Dado on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
WSJS brings you the coolest way to heat up your winter. It's the winter wonderland of winning, where we're too cool to hibernate. For real. Hibernate later, win now. Dive into a blizzard of prizes and experience a winter wonderland of bare winds. Sign up every week at WSJS.com and let the winning begin. Don't let this frosty fiesta pass you by. Visit WSJS.com for your chance to win big this winter.
We know it's cold right now, but you can get a jump on your projects with Black Sand Company. Yes, now's the time to get ahead of your neighbors. Black Sand Company delivers the materials you need when you need them. Sand, gravel, topsoil, and mulch.
Whether you're a home builder, commercial contractor, or a DIY enthusiast, Black Sand Company provides prompt, dependable, and courteous service. Weather's not an issue for them. Is it for you? Black Sand Company, 745 West Clemensville Road in Winston-Salem, where great projects begin.
Life can be hectic, but Northwest Ace is here to help you tackle any project with ease. From expert advice to top-notch supplies, they've got everything you need. Why run around when you can measure twice, shop once, and get it right the first time? As your friendly neighborhood hardware store, they offer instant savings for members right in the store. Visit Northwest Ace at 3450 Robin Hood Road in Winston-Salem, online at northwesthardware.com. Northwest Ace, the helpful place.
I went to My Computer Career because I needed job security.
Because I wanted a career in cybersecurity.
I went to My Computer Career because IT jobs are everywhere.
My old job was going nowhere.
I went because I didn't want college loans for the rest of my life.
Because I wanted a career for the rest of my life.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Classes available online or in person. Financial aid available for qualified students, including the GI Bill. 529 college savings plans accepted. Not available in Washington State.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? It seems impossible to find them. Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Wake up, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jeffrey Griffin. That dashing young man right there is Christian Snyder. And this dashing young man is here for Camp Dado. That's right, our weekly visit with my favorite bouncing baby boy, 9th grader, Miles Roswell Christian Griffin. Good morning, young man.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Monday was a long day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or a short day. I'm not sure how you say it. Long day, short day. You had a big weekend. You were on the road, on tour. Tell everybody, what did you do over the weekend? You took your sister along for the adventure too, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. So what happened this weekend, son?
We went on a retreat with our church.
Yeah, it was a different kind of retreat. It was a retreat/mission trip, wasn't it?
Yes.
Where did you go?
We went over to Wake Forest County.
Oh, yeah, the town of, down close to Raleigh, right? And what'd you all do while you were there?
We went and sang with our church.
Oh, you went and what? You sang with it. They had somebody there to direct, and what? It was multiple youth choirs all coming together and sing?
Yeah.
And then you did a concert, and then you led in worship. You all had some playtime too, didn't you?
Yes.
Where'd you go on the playtime?
I went to like a galactic park.
And what is that?
And it was kind of like a jump park.
Oh, so you went and played jumpy ball on the trampolines.
Yep.
Did you dunk on little kids?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Did you play putt-putt? That was an option, wasn't it?
No.
No, you skipped on the putt-putt?
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm going to beat you next time, because you needed to practice. All right. Did you do the go-karts?
Yes.
Ah, all right. How did the go-kart racing go?
It was fun.
Did you wreck?
No, not really.
Not really. Oh, that's an encouraging sign when you not really kind of wreck. All right. And then you got home. We had to get ready for school and all that stuff. And then you had a huge day at school yesterday. Talk us through that adventure.
I went with the varsity to their game.
Yes, but during the day, Dingbat, what did you do during school? That was also a big deal.
Oh, I went with my chorus to MPA.
And what is MPA?
It's where you go and sing in front of judges and then you get judged.
Oh, so how did you get, what was the judgment? Did they say you were great? Did they say you were kind of okay? Did they say you were spectacular? Did they say you were awful? What was the judgment?
We don't know.
You don't know. Okay. So how do you feel that you did?
We did good.
Did good. How many songs did you do?
2.
Are you awake?
Yes.
You sound like you are just at least 7 or 8 seconds out of the bed. Are you raring to go? Going to have a great day?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, and then after that, and then you went to go eat, right? Because this is a field trip. You left school and had to go sing. Then you went on a field trip, and how many people were in line at the restaurant when you got there?
A lot.
A lot. I think the exact number you told me was there were about 60 people in line at this fast food place. You did a very smart thing. How did you avoid the line?
Ordered online.
You ordered on the app on your phone, and they brought it right to the table where you were sitting?
Yep.
Smart kiddo. Smart kiddo. Then, yes, then you go back to school. Then what, you had practice?
Yes.
Then you changed. Then you went with the varsity to their game. And did they win or lose last night?
They won.
Oh, congratulations to the varsity. Who did you play?
Mount Tabor.
And the final score?
And the 4.
What was it?
Yep.
No, what was the score?
10-4.
10-4. You're not awake. There's no way. There's no way you're awake. All right. But then we had a little bit of drama at practice. What happened with your goalie stick?
The bottom string snapped.
The string snapped. Are they really throwing that hard?
Yep.
Wow. So all right. So we have to get the goalie stick replaced today. Is that right?
Yep.
Or at least the string replaced. Have you ever strung a goalie lacrosse stick, Miles?
Nope.
Me either. All right. So, Christian, will you add that to the list of things to learn how to do today? And what time does practice start this afternoon?
4:15, 4:30.
So I have between now and 4:15 to figure out how to restring a lacrosse stick. This is fabulous. Great. All right, Mousy. I don't think you're awake. Go have breakfast. Wash your face. Get ready for a spectacular day.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have anything big going on today?
No, not really.
Okay. Last week of the quarter, so you got to buckle down and finish strong, right?
Yep.
Yep. Miles, wake up. Do you know that today's Tuesday?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you have to wake up, son. You got to get up and going. Go pet the dog, have some breakfast, wash your face, have a big orange drink. Let's get going, okay?
Okay.
All right. I love you.
Love you.
I love you too, Daddy. Don't get back into bed, Miles. We got to get up and going. I'll see you this afternoon.
See ya.
See ya. You're supposed to say, I love you too, Father.
Love you.
Oh my gosh, said with such enthusiasm. That is Camp Dado with Miles, Roswell, Christian, Griffin. So did you figure out how to string one of these lacrosse goalie sticks yet, Christian?
It's so complicated.
No,
I haven't been
That's
able to
not
figure
what
it
I
out
needed
yet.
to, the advice that I got was you could YouTube it. Okay, no, that's not helpful. I looked at this. And then, do you know what that boy said to me last night?
What did he say?
When I was, commiserating over having to restring this thing, he goes, they say that the goalie at Reynolds is really good. He strings them.
Well, good for him.
So I should just go over to Reynolds High School today, go find the goalie. And can you imagine showing up at the office, a man that he doesn't know?
Asking for a teenager string my stick.
I'm here to see the goalie. The who? I need to see your lacrosse goalie. I need for him to restring this stick. Could you pull him out of history class or chemistry or whatever?
That makes a lot of sense.
You're right. Yeah, like that's going to happen. Right. The security will be escorting me off campus very quickly thereafter. Mr. Griffin, you should know better. This is entirely inappropriate. I'm not stupid. I might be slow, but I'm feeling like this could be a committee effort.
Mm-hmm. Goodness gracious.
We need to all gather around and try to figure out, if there is more than one page of directions, I don't know. And then I said, is there not somebody at the store that can do this?
You would hope so, but
Ma said there might be. So again, very helpful, right?
I'm looking at this website called Lax Goalie Rat. I don't know. It just says it has 3 different types of quote mesh, which is the strings.
Yes.
In the head, there's 12 mesh, 10 diamond mesh, 12 diamond mesh, and 20 diamond goalie mesh.
I'm going to do whatever's on sale. How about that? That's fun. How much is this one? No. Do you have a cheaper one?
Lord have mercy.
Hey, now your dad, he knows a lot about lacrosse.
He does. He's a referee.
So he could string it. I'll just come to your house. Call me out. Tell me I'll be over there in a little bit. Hour 3 of the big show coming up next. News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. I'm serious. Call him. Call him. Get him. Wake him up.
It's the legacy of champions, where the crazies roar. It's the thrill of every game, broadcast to the world on WSJS. Experience the passion, the pride, the power that is Duke basketball.
Got the blood of a rebel, spill the blood of a devil.
Saturday night, the Cameron Crazies are ready to make some noise for round 2 of Duke and UNC. Catch every moment on WSJS. Complete schedule at WSJS.com.
Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem is offering Majested March specials. Interest rates as low as 1.99% on many new 2026 Mercedes sedans and SUVs. Game-winning pricing on all Krauth papers on site and waiting on you. Take your shot. Be a winner. Head over to Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem on Jonestown Road today. Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, family-owned and heavily invested in our community for 55 years. On select models, see Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem for full details.
5 at the Fortress. Charlotte FC is back for Season 5 and will host 5 straight home matches beginning in March at Bank of America Stadium. Matchups include Inter Miami, Philadelphia Union, and Nashville SC. The Crown will kick off their homestand against Austin FC in the home opener on March 7th. Arrive early and score a limited edition party shirt presented by Ally. Get your tickets now at charlottefootballclub.com/tickets today.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
That first time seeing my son, I feel like my life did a 180. He really a definition of like why he loves somebody.
Through all of fatherhood's first, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Child abuse is not a bad parent problem.
Keeping families out of crisis in the first place
is how we prevent it from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org and
let's solve child abuse before it ever happens.
What's happening, everybody? It's WD from The Drive, and on this afternoon show, we react to Duke NC State from last night. We start to look ahead to the World Baseball Classic, and we also play some bets for tonight's sports action in Dalton's Dollars. Listen to The Drive, 4 to 6 p.m. right here on WSJS.
On the air 24/7.
You need to listen to this.
WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar! La, 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 la.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Piedmont Triad area weather. The latest weather computer model runs are showing an area of high pressure holding on, giving us some quiet weather. And we have a big warming trend coming our way. Some clouds around early today, then becoming mostly sunny, your high near 60. Back into the cloudiness for the overnight hours, our low 45. And then breaks in the clouds for tomorrow, the high 75. On Thursday, partly sunny, the high upper 70s. We can see some low 80s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore. For News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
I want to feel it.
Hi, folks. Brian Kilmeade here. I'm so excited to bring the latest breaking news, sports, politics, and entertainment to High Point, to Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and beyond. Join me this morning at 10 right here on your home for the Brian Kilmeade Show. News, talk, sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Too tough to tame? Try too rough to ride. Nothing about this place lets you sit back. It rips up your tires and tears at your heart. Let's go! History, glory, consequences. That's Darlington, where stripes are well earned. The Goodyear 400, NASCAR's best, face the lady in black. And this spring, how about that? She'll leave her mark. Hell yeah, boys! NASCAR weekend at Darlington Raceway, March 20th through the 22nd. Get your tickets now at darlingtonraceway.com.
Hi, I'm Jay Delsing, a two-time All-American and PGA Tour veteran of 25 years. I know the game of golf inside and out. Each week, we'll feature celebrity golfers, share their laughs, inside stories, and offer great tips to improve your golf game.
I want to swing, don't you want to swing with me?
Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. That's Golf with Jay Delsing, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. on WSJS.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
I need your help. I think I'm losing it here, man.
Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Tuesday.
The days are starting to blur together.
So it's Tuesday.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
It's Tuesday morning.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Why are we waking up? You got a show to do.
To entertain folks. And also to help people
Get through this.
Okay, if you say so.
It's showtime. Hit it.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3 of the big show with producer extraordinaire Christian Snyder and moi, Jeffrey Griffin. Happy Tuesday. We had some rain this morning, should be up and out of town by now. Now, for the rest of the way, we've got mostly cloudy skies, a slight chance, maybe a few more drops, but not much. We'll top out about 55 today. Tonight, clouds, lows in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, the midweek rolls in, areas of fog in the early going. Then that'll give way to partly sunny skies and much warmer at 73. Thursday, sunshine and 78. Are you ready for a spectacular weekend? Friday and Saturday, looking at lots of sunshine and highs in the low 80s. If you would like a traveling weather forecast for wherever you may be going, whatever you may be doing, don't hesitate to reach out. 336-777-1600. Love this story. A 12-year-old girl in South Tennessee saved her grandma from a house fire. Now, her grandma is disabled. Here is some of the audio from that 911 call and the director of the Lawrence County Fire and Rescue, Tyler McDowell, talking about the amazing rescue.
We have a fire. We have an injured. Okay, one of you is injured. Everybody's out of the house, but somebody's injured? Yes, ma'am. How bad are they injured? She has severe burns on her neck. She's 72, and she's crippled. And she's crippled? Yes, ma'am.
A child made a decision to help somebody out of a house that some adults may would have trouble overcoming the fear. Obviously, she sustained some burns in doing so it tells you that the conditions inside the residence were very dangerous at the time, and obviously she had to make the decision that somebody else's life.
How about that? 12 years old.
Good for her.
It's unbelievable. Now, I was so taken with that story, I looked that up. I don't suggest that you take a look at it. It'll make you nauseous. That house was fully engulfed. I don't mean this was a little kitchen fire. You had to put the lid on the frying pan. I mean, that house burned. I don't believe there's anything left. It's a miracle that anyone survived. And it was not just her. Also, her younger brother was there as well. She got grandma out. Both the little girl and grandma had some burns on their neck. They were both hospitalized. They were both expected to make a full recovery. So doctors doing the miraculous work that they do. And then her little brother is actually the one that went out and made the 911 call at first. Then when she got grandma out, she took the phone and wrapped up the conversation. By the time they were out, when fire officials arrived, that house was fully engulfed, a wood structure. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. See, miracles happen all the time where they are most needed, but sometimes least expected. So good news indeed. Did you know, speaking of more good news, that this is Peace Corps Week? And some of you go, yeah, Peace Corps, I think I've heard about that. Let me tell you, they are still rocking it, still changing a lot of lives, still doing a world of good. So we said, let's party on. We reached out to the Peace Corps. They said, we know just the guy, Rock Loxley. Thanks for being here, my friend.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thanks for having me, Jeffrey, and happy Peace Corps Week to you.
Yeah, you as well. Rock, 65 years. What did I see? More than 250,000 volunteers have made their way through Peace Corps, right?
Close to 250,000 volunteers have served since 1961, yes.
And Rock, you liked it so much, you did it not once, but twice.
That's correct. I did serve twice. Once in the Republic of Moldova, and then 10 years later with my wife in the Philippines.
All right, so, Rock, you know, a lot of us, we've heard about it. There's been a floating reference in a movie. We heard about it on TV. We've read about it. Maybe even an irritated teacher or coach has said, why don't you just go join the Peace Corps and get out of my room, right? One of those, but you actually did it. So what does the Peace Corps do? Once you sign up, what happens next, Rock?
So the Peace Corps is set on our mission. That is the purpose of our agency. And that mission is very simple and beautiful. And that is world peace and friendship. And so we believe that world peace can be achieved through friendship. So when you join our agency, when you submit your application and apply, we send you overseas in our traditional program for 2 years.
Okay.
You learn the language, you integrate with the folks, you make friends that will last for your lifetime. I know I certainly did in both places I served. It's an incredibly powerful experience.
And then I guess there are all kinds of projects that kind of manifest themselves. These are things that need to be done, that we want to get done. Maybe you just need somebody to come in and help push it on down the road and get that boulder moving, right?
That's correct. And what's truly unique about our agency is that we respond to people who are requesting volunteers. So when I served in Moldova, I didn't just randomly go to a place. I went to a place because my counterpart, Vadim Dadus, had a dream to build a youth center. And I spent 2 years helping him achieve that dream. And in the Philippines, I was assigned to a counterpart who had been a farmer slash cowboy named Bonbon Nicholas. And his concept, he had been assigned to the ocean, to work in the ocean.
Sure.
Coastal restoration. And so he had no experience. So I taught him how to scuba dive. And then I worked with him to do biodiversity surveys. It was a phenomenal experience for both him and me.
And so I'll give everybody the Rock bio, because this sounds like it is straight out of Hollywood casting. Rock signs up. He goes to the Peace Corps. He goes to the Republic of Moldova. You go there. You help create the youth center. You do some painting. They loved you so much, Rock, they asked you to paint an icon on the ceiling of the local Orthodox church. That's big respect. That right there tells you everything you need to know about Rock Loxley. Then you wrap up that tour. You go back to Chicago. You become recruiter of the universe. Just everybody's like, Rock's like, this is the greatest thing. Then you fall in love, or she fell in love with you or something, but you found your better half. You sign up again, but this time it's not just you, it's you and your better half, and you all take off to the Philippines, right?
That's correct, yes. And she's a playwright and an actress, and so her partnership in the Philippines in a city called Dumaguete was working with a youth center theater, and so she was able to bring her passions into her service as well. It was incredible.
Rock, I was going to tell you now, brother. I've done mission trip, but you know people always think, well, Jeffrey's just being funny, telling stories. The mission trip, and I'm guessing, I sense that the Peace Corps is kind of similar in that you get that basic training. Yeah, you do. The fundamental stuff, we all go through it. We all learn it. We embrace it. We cherish it. We go, I'm ready to go. But once you arrive, you don't really know what you're in for until you get there on the ground and you meet the people, and then everything changes, doesn't it?
That's correct. We do provide 3 months of training. It's very intensive on language and on the specific sector you're serving in. But just like life, you don't know what's waiting for you out there. And you just have to be really ready to embrace it. What is unique about us versus going on yourself or in a different program is that these communities that we serve in have asked for us to come there, right? So my community was ready in both cases and super excited. In Moldova, they had a parade the day I showed up. So I got off the bus and walked into a parade and was immediately speaking Romanian in front of a group of people. So you just go for it. It's these phenomenal experiences.
It is. And so, folks, if you would like to learn more, you can visit peacecorps.gov. That is Peace Corps, CORPS.gov. Now, Rock, you've recruited a lot of folks along the way. When somebody comes in, maybe their parent made them. Maybe their older sister went and they're trying to follow in her footsteps. Maybe they just feel like they don't have anything else available to them, but they learn to love it. So what do you say to somebody that walks through the door that says, I don't know nothing about the Peace Corps, but I'm looking for something to do? How do you have that conversation, Rock?
Sure. So we look for a lot of different skills, but what I think it comes down to is true motivation, right? And so I didn't know exactly why I joined, other than one of the people that I went to church with answered Kennedy's call in 1961. And I grew up having meals with this guy and hearing these amazing stories of Mike's service in 1961 and just the way it changed his life. And so for me, it was never a matter of if, but when. And when people come to me and ask, is this right for me? I think of a conversation I had with my host mom about a year into service. And she was trying to understand why I joined the Peace Corps. And when I was describing this in my Romanian and trying to come up with the concepts and my motivation, she said, we have a phrase for this. And she said a Romanian phrase that was like very classic sort of Romanian phrase. And it's, Odată m-am întrebat de ce nu faci cineva ceva. Apoi am înțeles că cel cineva sunt eu. It's for all your Romanian speakers. But loosely translated, that means, once I asked, why doesn't someone do something? And then I understood that someone is me.
Is you?
That's
Rock,
why I joined.
You got to make me cry.
Changed my
Oh
life.
my gosh. I mean, this is just right on. So, and folks, it is still the toughest job you'll ever love. And Rock, we're still taking applicants. We're still sending people around the world. And it's not the same old same. I think some people, Rock, may go, yeah, I saw an episode of Quantum Leap and a girl was getting ready to go on to the Peace Corps. That's great. I don't want to go dig a ditch or dig a well or build a fence. But you can do that if that's what's needed and what you're called to do. But this is a new technology. There's a new tech core, right? It's artificial intelligence, and taking the newfound technology into these host countries, you can be on the cutting edge and still be a part of Peace Corps, can't you?
That's correct. Tech Corps is a new Peace Corps initiative to recruit, train, and deploy skilled Americans through technology-focused volunteers partnering with host countries. And we've seen a strong interest from both people that want to serve, but also from high-tech schools that want to partner with us and companies that want to be part of this exciting new initiative.
I love it, folks. Again, you can learn more, peacecorps.gov. So, Rock, how are you going to celebrate this week, the 65th anniversary of Peace Corps? Big parties, cupcakes, what's the deal?
All of it. So we've returned Peace Corps volunteers do get together, and we invite people who are interested or affiliated with the agency to our celebrations. I've already had cake yesterday at a big event, and I'm going to another one on Thursday, so we'll see.
Good for you. Good for you. And Rock, did I hear through the grapevine that you're a kayaker?
That's correct. I do whitewater boating. Yep.
Rock, we got to talk, brother. They put me in it was not a kayak. They don't make kayaks in my size, but they put me in this little rubber raft, and they called it a fun yak. Rock,
Yes.
it was not a yak and it was not fun. I nearly drowned in that daggone thing.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh. You know, and that's when they say, you know, when the guide says, whatever you do, don't flip out. And the first thing that you do, right, is go face down into the water and go, all right, try again. So right, next time I go whitewater rafting, you have to go with me. Fair enough?
Sounds good. We'll get you rolling back up topside.
Oh yeah, whatever. You say that, but yeah, that's okay. Rock is now, he has no idea what he signed up for. Fun Yaks, here we come. Rock, thank you for your service. Please give our best to your wife as well and keep doing the good work.
Thank you so much, and happy Peace Corps Week to everyone.
Happy Peace Corps Week indeed. PeaceCorps.gov. Go and check it out today. It is 9:18. We're going to take another break. When we come back, Roper Halverson, member of the Wake Forest University Hall of Fame and an ACC legend, is going to join the dinner table conversation about the ACC Women's Basketball Tournament. That is coming up next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Stop doom scrolling. Start smart listening with WSJS and WSJS.com. From Winston-Salem to High Point to Greensboro, we're the Triad's go-to for real conversation.
Let's go.
Dive into the latest hot takes, cold facts, and witty debates designed for the curious mind and delivered with flair. Stop doom scrolling and start tuning in. Keep your ears where they belong. WSJS. Embrace fresh conversations.
Let's go.
This hour of Triad Today is brought to you in part by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Visit John and his team today. Crossroads Ford, the Ford store that gives you more. Find your deal today. Crossroads Ford, Highway 66 in Kernersville.
Treat yourself like royalty at Biscuit King in High Point or any of their 3 locations in Lexington. This week, enjoy a fried bologna biscuit, only $2.59. Visit Biscuit King today.
Home of the good Normus biscuit.
Them big auto dealers talk a lot about price, but what about a dealer that treats you like family? That's why I love Parkway Lincoln here in Winston-Salem. You're not just a dealer, they're your neighbor. Family owned with 2 locations, they offer that quiet, smooth, spacious American luxury SUV you crave, with an experienced staff ready to help. And being an authorized Lincoln dealer, they can get what you need, often at a better price. So bigger isn't always better, is it?
The biggest thing about Parkway Lincoln is they're like family. Online at parkwaylincoln.net.
When you grill with Kingsford charcoal and add Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters, your special occasion becomes unforgettable. Wow. Made with 100% real spices, Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters can be added to any pre-lit charcoal to add a whole new, rich, full-bodied flavor and aroma to your spring grilling. So good. Look for Kingsford charcoal and Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters for a mouth-watering flavor experience. Kingsford.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with a Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put that dial right back where it was. That's right, because it's the station you want to listen to.
Rise and shine. It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports to the Triad, WSJS. Wake Forest Hall of Famer, Trailblazer, ACC legend, Roper Halverson. Good morning, my friend. Welcome.
Good morning, Jeffrey. How are you?
All right. Now, so Roper, you've been there. You've done this. You lived it. There is nothing like basketball tournament time, is there?
You are exactly right, Jeffrey. Everybody is ready and donning their attire for their home school.
Yeah. So, Roper, here's the deal. For coaches and players, I mean, it's great. So you won 27 games in the regular season. That doesn't matter jack squat when you get to tournament play, does it? Or does it?
No, it does not. It does not. That's what everybody plays for, is to make the tournament and then to make the big dance, right? But there's always an upset brewing within your home tournament. So I think this year for the women's ACC tournament, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the seedings, and again, Roper, I mean, seedings are important because fans want to like to brag, and and it gives the commentators something to talk about. But again, you don't get bonus points for being the 1 seed versus being the 15 seed.
No, the only bonus points you get is the double bye, which gives your players an extra 2 days to rest a little bit coming off the end of the season games that occurred on Sunday. So if you look at a team like Wake Forest, who played on Sunday, they're going to play tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon.
And I guess, Roper, those first couple games, it may not be an impact, but you get to Sunday afternoon, one team is playing arguably their 5th game. The other team is playing their second or third game, I guess. Then the legs might start to fatigue down the stretch, right?
Oh, absolutely, especially if you've got any injuries. So when your bench is limited, which we've got a number of schools that are at this point in time of the year, that makes playing 5 games in a row very, very difficult. I don't think that's going to happen this year. I think we're gonna land on the top 4 seeds when we come to Saturday and Sunday, but I might be surprised.
And here's the other thing, and I'm biased. I admit it. The Roper's probably biased too. She doesn't have to admit it. The ACC, you look at the roster, it's Stanford, it's Florida State, it's Virginia, it's Notre Dame, it's Syracuse, it's Duke, it's Carolina, it's Louisville, it's North Carolina State. Is this the best basketball conference in America? I know people go, well, you don't have LSU, South Carolina, Tennessee, but I'm talking about over the last 20 years. Is this the best conference in college basketball?
I think it is. The SEC will take an issue with that, but I really do think the ACC, when you look at a rounded out conference, we are the best conference in the country. And it's a conference that continues to grow and get stronger. And I don't mean grow by number of schools within the conference itself. And Jeffrey, from the years of doing the home games at Wake Forest, that we have seen the women's side of ACC basketball flip a switch and become markedly stronger than they were 20 years ago.
Oh, no doubt about it. And then they're later acquisitions along the way, but you talk about what you already had, and to that mix, you've added Louisville, Notre Dame, and Stanford. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, you dipped into the blue blood into the pool for women's basketball. Oh my gracious. And then you look at it, Stanford comes in as a 13 seed. So you mentioned the top 4. Let's get right to it. Duke is number 1. Now they faltered in that home loss against Carolina, in that season-ending loss against Carolina in Chapel Hill. And then you got NC State at number 4, Louisville at number 2, and the Heels are the number 3 seed. Somebody could make a run, Roper, but does it really seem more likely than not it's going to be those 4 playing it out?
Yes, I think somebody could make a run, but I really think it's going to end with our 4 top seeds. And even with Duke's loss to Carolina, Carol Lawson and her team have done a really good job with Duke this year. And they have won 18 of their last 20 games.
Yeah.
Handedly.
I mean, that's tough. That is tough. Any league, any sport, when you win 18 to the final 20 going into tournament play, everybody says who's hot. You point to that team, don't you? And that certainly do.
Right. You point to that team, and then you can point to Louisville as the number 2 seed. They're 15-3. Jeff Waltz and his team. The Cardinals are a perfect 9-0. 9-0 on the road.
And they have a higher national rank, but it's just one of those, it's the way it works out. So Duke gets the top seed, had a better conference record, but Louisville's got more national recognition. State has really, and with all those years with Yale, and you never counted State out. Is it possible that they're even better now than they were then, year after year?
I think they are. I think Kay did an amazing job in her years at North Carolina State. Sure. And you're right. You could never count the Wolfpack out. And their fan base and support is unbelievable.
It is. They all do that little wolf thing. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yes, it's if you go and sit in the middle of it, you think it's a little disgusting. But from an outside perspective, to have a fan base that is that strong and that supportive of your women's team is really, really important and helps fuel what they see on the court. And you see the same thing at Duke. You see the same thing at South Carolina and at LSU and at UConn. So they've, he's done what Wes Moore's done a really good job with North Carolina State. But I think they're going to have a tough time. I think they'll have a tough time with Duke.
All right.
When they get to the semifinals.
Roper, can you stay through the break with us just a minute?
Sure.
All right, hold on. Roper Halverson's not done. I'm gonna put her on the hot seat. Who's her pick to win the tournament? Coming up next on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Winter's chill shouldn't freeze your fun. At WSJS, we're melting the icy blues with the winter wonderland of winning. Imagine a flurry of cool prizes just waiting for you. It's where winter meets winning with bear-sized surprises. Sign up weekly at WSJS.com and let the avalanche of excitement begin. Dive into the warmth of the winter wonderland of winning because we're too cool to hibernate. Visit WSJS.com today.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
Piedmont Triad area weather. The latest weather computer model runs are showing an area of high pressure holding on, giving us some quiet weather, and we have a big warming trend coming our way. Some clouds around early today, then becoming mostly sunny or high near 60. Back into the cloudiness for the overnight hours, our low 45. And then breaks in the clouds for tomorrow, the high 75. On Thursday, partly sunny, the high upper 70s. We can see some low 80s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
It's the legacy of champions, where the crazies roar. It's the thrill of every game, broadcast to the world on WSJS. Experience the passion, the pride, the power that is Duke basketball.
Got the blood of a rebel, spill the blood of a devil.
Saturday night, the Cameron Crazies are ready to make some noise for round 2 of Duke and UNC. Catch every moment on WSJS. Complete schedule at WSJS.com.
I'm in my driveway admiring my new garage door from Precision Garage Door when my neighbor shouts,
"Hey, is that a spaceship?"
I laugh and say, nope, just my perfectly tuned garage door.
Looks like it could launch.
I grin and say, you too can lift off with their $149 noisy garage door special and with $250 off new double garage doors and $150 off singles. She winks.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I reply, with Precision, you're always ready for takeoff.
Visit PrecisionDoorNC.com.
When we invest wisely, lead responsibly, and work together as a community, our children win. My name is Gwendolyn Johnson, and I'm running for Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Board. Schools can't do this work alone. When churches, civic groups, law enforcement, and community leaders come together, our schools become safer and stronger for every child. Early voting through Saturday, February 28th. Election Day is Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm Gwendolyn Johnson, and I approve this message.
The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina offers more than fitness. It's the perfect holiday gift. Dive into special pricing on personal training and unlock the full potential of all 13 Y locations. The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina is where community meets commitment. So give the gift of belonging and wellness this season. Visit ymcanwnc.org and make the Y your home for health and happiness.
Happy. I'm so happy, yeah.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports at the Triad, WSJS, bringing you the very best in local news talk sports conversation since 1930. The ACC Women's Tournament set to tip off tomorrow at 11 a.m. Number 12 Miami will take on number 13 Stanford at Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia. Then the second game, an approximate 1:30 tip time, will pit number 10 Cal against number 15 Wake Forest. And the late game, as it is, 4 o'clock tomorrow, number 11 Georgia Tech and number 14 Florida State. Wake Forest Hall of Famer and ACC legend Roper Halverson on the phone with us this morning. Roper, when you go into prep, how does a coach navigate these practice sessions? I mean, you don't want to run them into the ground, and it's almost to a point you're thinking if they didn't get it by now, they're not going to get it. So what do you do during these shorter practices in tournament play?
Right. So Jeffrey, at this stage of the game with the season, your emphasis is not on the physical, it's on the mental aspects of the game. So that's what the coaches are going to try to attack in shorter practices is really, and you know me, Jeffrey, it gets down to the fundamentals. How do you take care of the ball? Mm-hmm. How do you diminish your turnovers? How do you make your free throws? And how do you rebound? So the mental aspects will be the fundamentals, as well as looking at, for Wake Forest, let's use them as an example of how they played when they were out in California. You're going to look at the specifics of that game and see what fine tuning you can do, because you've got lots of film to look at. So it should not ever be about the physical at this point in time. As a matter of fact, the kids need a little more rest than usual to be able to go back to back 2 to 3 games, depending on how far of a stretch they make it in the tournament.
Yeah, and so Roper, I was thinking about that, and I want to know if you think this is true. What I've heard over the years, this is the Jeffrey Big Three, from listening to all these coaches talk after all these games, is that if you want to win tournament play, regular season, is that you have to make the pass, you have to play defense, and at the top of the list, you have got to rebound the ball. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
The power
Absolutely.
of the bounce
and I
pass,
consider
right?
all of those fundamentals, Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. All right. So, and by the way, Roper, I was watching the Wake game this weekend, and I was looking at it, and whoever it was, I can't even remember who they were playing. Florida State, maybe something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
And Florida State came up with 3 consecutive offensive rebounds late in the game, and I thought I'm going to have a coronary. I mean, the kids are not out there and not trying. I mean, I appreciate the effort, but I just thought it's 1 rebound. They were 1 rebound from that win, Roper. And
you are exactly right.
And you got to come up with it. I mean, I don't know how she coached that. And it's like I've told Miles and Sophia too. When you touch that ball, it doesn't belong to anybody else. Don't you let anybody take that ball away from you, right?
Right. And you're right. They were 1 rebound away. They were 1 charge that was caught on the other end.
Don't bring that up.
Brown
I'm bitter. I'm totally bitter. I'm not over that yet. I'm going to see my therapist. I feel quite strongly to play. Oh, my God. I'm surprised you didn't hear me.
Well, I was pretty verbal from where I was sitting.
All right, Roper, we got to wrap this up. The top 4 are Duke, Louisville, State, and Carolina, and then everybody else also. But, Roper, at the end of the game Sunday, a 1 p.m. tip time in Duluth, Georgia, who do you expect to cut down the nets for the 2026 ACC championship?
I expect Duke to cut down the nets.
All right. There you got it from a Hall of Famer and ACC legend. She ought to know. Roper Halverson called it on Tuesday morning. I'm going to write this down at 9:39.
Write it down.
All right, 9:39. There you go. And, Wake, even coming in as a 15 seed, the Demon Deacons over the last few years have proven an uncanny ability to win multiple games in the ACC tournament. Can they find the win column again tomorrow?
Oh, I think they can. I think our hurdle is going to be some of the injuries we got. So
we'll see.
The physicality of the players that are going to have to, who usually might play 25 to 28 minutes, are now going to have to go 35 to 38 minutes.
All right.
But yes, sir, I think they can actually make it to the quarterfinals if they do things right.
All right. There you go. That'll be fun. I hope so. Roper Halverson, I appreciate the visit and the wisdom, my friend. You come back and be with us soon.
I will. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Love you bunches. Roper Halverson, truly an ACC legend here on The Big Show. Folks, if you did not know, today is International Irish Whiskey Day. Good morning, Oliver. Thanks for being here.
No, I'm delighted to be on the call. Thanks very much for thinking of us.
So, Oliver, a real-life Irishman, correct?
Born and mostly bred, yeah. I moved to the States in 94, so I don't know how it happened, lost my accent yet, but I do go home quite regularly.
Well, it's great to have you here, my friend. So, Oliver, the whole spirit-making thing, this has been a family effort for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, kind of a colourful past there, all right. My grandfather back in the Midlands in 1954 got arrested, unfortunately, for making hutching, they call it. It was Irish moonshine. And it was a great tradition. It caused a lot of hassle, I just imagine, in the family back then, but it made for a great story. And I kind of, 25 years or so of the corporate life, I gave it up and went to follow in the family footsteps.
So clearly, Oliver, this is not I'm going to go to YouTube and look it up on a video. You've got it in your DNA, but how do you just decide one day, I think we're going to do this, and it's going to be so good that people are going to come from miles around to share a glass? How do you get from telling the family story to distilling the whiskey? How does that happen?
Well, I spent a lot of time in radio engineering, and it was a great job back in the day. And that whole industry changed, and I kind of got tired of not making something. I really wanted to do that. And it was just something that was bubbling in me for a long time. Like the old song goes, my hands were meant for different work, you know? And then sitting on some lawn chairs in the garage one day, I cannot confirm that there may or may not been a still running in the background at the time. Two friends, myself and my buddy John, who is John Marino, shook hands and decided we'd start making whiskey because he already had a brewery, and that was kind of half the battle. Like he would do the mashing portion for me because he had all that equipment, and I would take that mash, fermented using whiskey methods, and distill it into whiskey. And it's hard to believe it just went by in a flash. Like we released a 10-year-old single malt last month, and I tell you, it's been a hell of a ride.
That's great. Been more than 800 years since Irish whiskey emerged for the first time. And now you all have what? Locations in Charlotte, a couple locations in Charlotte, and one in Waxhaw, right? People just love it. They keep coming, Oliver.
Yeah, no, it's going well for us. We like I said, 12 years altogether in the business, and we're location in Noda neighborhood here in Charlotte, and that's our forever home. And we have a spot out in Waxhaw that's going well. And the good people at HMS Host a couple of years ago did a deal with us to open one in the airport.
Oh, so that works, right?
Yeah,
so Oliver,
it does. Yeah, well,
what makes a great glass of whiskey? Is there a secret ingredient? Is it patience? Is it time? What's required?
It's both patience and time. And of course, it's like everything if you don't put good ingredients in, you can't really get great stuff out. And like we differentiate ourselves from other, I call them chemical company whiskeys, you know, that add a lot of additives and coloring and flavoring and stuff like that into our whiskeys. But like we use all North Carolina barley and corn. And it's just patience and time. You know, there's been a lot of people that have tried to accelerate the aging of whiskey. And I always say to people that try and sell me this equipment, you know, why do you think Brown-Forman spends millions of dollars on barrels every year? Like, these guys would have figured it out. But like an old friend of mine used to say, you know, 9 women can't have a baby in 1 month. And that's exactly what whiskey is. You just got to wait. And I tell you, when I cracked that 10-year-old barrel and the aroma came out of it, I teared up a little bit. Like, you know, something that takes 10 years to make, that's a large chunk of someone's life, you know, especially in your 30s and 40s, you know.
I'm sitting here thinking you can only have so many of those. I mean, once you get started, but like from beginning to end, and you pray and you hope, and it's kind of like your child. You go and you talk to it and you wish on it and you pour your heart and soul into it, and you don't really know how it's going to turn out until the very end of that journey, do you?
Well, you can kind of do little tasters along the way to see how she's going, and that barrel number 1 was filled in our Pineville facility and then moved to South Boulevard, then moved to Concord, then moved back. Like it's in all the places that we've rented and leases we've lost and all the stuff that happened through COVID, it was always there. Barrel number 1, just waiting, you know, and it was a momentous day to open it. And we only had 80 bottles that were left in that barrel. Like we had half of it went to some very drunk angels along the way. But it certainly was. We sold it all in about, I kept a few bottles back for myself, of course, but we sold it all in about 20 minutes, you know.
Oliver, I think you were good for my soul. I just want to go hang out with Oliver. I don't care what we do. I just want to go hang out. We could swap stories for years, Oliver. Folks, Great Wagon Road Distilling Company celebrating International Irish Whiskey Day with an Irishman, Oliver Mulligan. Really, this is perfect. It could not have been any better. Oliver, congratulations. And thanks for being with us. I'm going to come see you. I'm going to bring some friends. We're going to come down and spend the day. Does that work for you?
Oh, you got my number. Just hit me up 1 or 2 days ahead of time, and I'll set up some barrels. We'll pull some bungs, and we'll taste some stuff. We got some stuff aging in sherry casks, stuff aging in used whiskey, like a tequila barrels. Yeah, I'd love to have you. You can call me Ollie. Everyone calls me Ollie. So just hit me up and come on. Yeah, I'll see you soon. We'll have a good time. I'll guarantee it.
Ollie, I want you to be patient with us. We're not the smartest bunch, but we mean well.
It's all good.
All right,
it's all good. I'm delighted.
Have a great day. International Irish Whiskey Day with Ollie Mulligan at Great Wagon Road Distilling Company. We'll talk soon, my friend. Take care.
Thanks, everybody.
That's great. That was fabulous. That's my new favorite guy right there. That's all right. We had Ollie Mulligan on the show for International Irish Whiskey Day. Are you kidding me? How
pure
lucky are we?
magic right
That
there.
was. I did. I looked it up, but I got the email, and it said, "Sure, I'd be glad to do it." And then I don't know who it is, right? And I look up, and they go, "It's Ollie Mulligan. He's from Ireland." I went, "No way." To talk about Irish whiskey. Sometime we just roll into it. That was spectacular. A highlight of the day. It's 9:47, 13 minutes before the top of the hour. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, get ready to celebrate the most successful local basketball team of the season. The head coach is going to be right here. Do you know who it is? Stick around and find out next. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
A country boy can survive. And Hank Williams Jr. proves all of that and then some by hitting the stage at True Lion Amphitheater in Charlotte, May 30th, and a month later at Coastal Credit Music Park in Raleigh on June 20th. Win tickets before you can buy them right here on WSJS. So don't be a dinosaur. Let's roar with Hank Williams Jr.
I'm in my driveway admiring my new garage door from Precision Garage Door when my neighbor shouts,
Hey, is that a spaceship?
I laugh and say, nope, just my perfectly tuned garage door.
Looks like it could launch.
I grin and say, you too can lift off with their $149 noisy garage door special and with $250 off new double garage doors and $150 off singles. She winks.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I reply, with Precision, you're always ready for takeoff.
Visit PrecisionDoorNC.com.
Look at her. She's a beauty. My brand new Lincoln Navigator from Parkway Lincoln. I just stand here and look at her. I've had many SUVs in my lifetime, but this new Lincoln Navigator is something else. Modern technology that I'm still learning, but man, it's great. And the price? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Discover the American Luxury Lincoln SUV at Parkway Lincoln today. Awesome selection of SUVs, low interest rates, and maybe even bonus cash back. Parkway Lincoln of Winston-Salem.
We know it's cold right now, but you can get a jump on your projects with Black Sand Company. Yes, now's the time to get ahead of your neighbors. Black Sand Company delivers the materials you need when you need them. Sand, gravel, topsoil, and mulch.
Whether you're a home builder, commercial contractor, or a DIY enthusiast, Black Sand Company provides prompt, dependable, and courteous service. Weather's not an issue for them. Is it for you? Black Sand Company, 745 West Clemensville Road in Winston-Salem, where great projects begin.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call the Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Don't forget, precincts are open. They opened at 6:30 this morning. Go and cast your ballot. As long as you're in line by 7:30 tonight, you can vote. And Christian and I will have all of the election returns for you tomorrow morning, beginning at 7 a.m. The head coach of, you can make the argument, the most successful basketball team in the area this season is the head man at Forsyth Tech Community College, Lucas Hunter. Hey, Coach, thanks for being here.
Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for having me. Glad to be on.
Lucas, this is absolutely ridiculous, Coach. I'm serious. Now, you're going to start a program your first year. You're going to go out. You're going to lose 25 games. You're going to, lick your wounds, right? Just kind of absorb it and go, all right, we're going to be back. We're going to do better. It's all up from here, right? Well, you did anything but, Lucas. You went right out and beat the fire out of everybody the first time around.
Well, it's been a fun year, and a lot of good players and a great coaching, great assistant coaches, coaching staff. So it's been fun.
Well, congratulations. Now, folks, the National Junior College Athletic Association welcomed Forsyth Tech in with open arms. You go in your first season. All they did with the Trailblazers was go 25-5 over the course of the first 30 games in program history. 19 of those wins were in conference play. And then in Region 10 play, Coach, you go 17-2. In your wildest imagination, did you see adding a trophy to the trophy case in season number 1?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it's probably better than I could have imagined. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. We just try to focus just on the day-to-day, but if you could have told me at the beginning of the year we could have finished the way we did, I might have joked around, but I'd have been like, man, that's gonna be tough to do. But no, it's been better than we probably could have imagined getting this thing going.
And then probably more importantly, this is what we should have led with. You had not one coach, but 11 players make the Region 10 all-academic team as well. So not just getting it done on the hardwood, but excelling in the classroom too. I mean, and then your guys are doing community service. This is like every college administrator's dream come true. Coach comes in, kids are knocking it out, and grade-wise, they're doing public community service, and they win. You need a raise, Lucas.
I'm fortunate to work here. I told my athletic director, Shelley Barnes, and our president that, we're thankful to get to do it here. It's like I said, administration, getting this program going has been a huge blessing for us. And so, it's been fun. And we talked, you just mentioned it, some of the things that our guys do on and off the court. It's been, they're a joy to work with. And, a lot of our guys are from the area, Jeffrey. So I think they kind of embraced that as well. And to be honest with you, they really embraced, it being the first year and understanding that it's been, it's kind of bigger than them. I think their buy into that is what allowed us to have some success.
And folks, if you want to learn more about the athletic program at Forsyth Tech, specifically the men's basketball program, there's also ladies volleyball, but you can visit ForsythTechTrailblazers.com. That is ForsythTechTrailblazers.com. Now, Lucas, I hate to be Debbie Downer, but did I read this right? Because it's year 1, we're not eligible for the national tournament?
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the case, and we kind of knew that going in. I think that's one of the things we kind of talked to our guys about. I mean, our first game of the year, Jeffrey, was a conference game. So even going back to that first game, we're sitting there telling our guys like, "Hey guys, we can't play in the postseason. You all know that. This is a playoff game for us." I mean, literally from game 1, we try to just kind of look at the conference schedule as a way to go, "Hey, like we can't play in the conference tournament, the region tournament this week. We're going to try to try to just maximize what we can and win the conference." That was kind of our message, every conference game. And so they bought into that. And yeah, it's a shame. It's kind of unfortunate. We knew it all along. It's just, part of it being a first year program. Hopefully we can come back and return a lot of these guys and have a great year next year and, try to do it again. But it obviously be a challenge and, but we're kind of already moving on to that.
Well done. I mean, I think we should have a parade. We should set off the confetti cannons. They have set the bar astronomically high in year number 1 with the Region 10 regular season championship. Congratulations to the man who helped lead the way, head coach Lucas Hunter. Lucas, I look forward to having this conversation every year, brother.
Yeah, I hope we can, Jeffrey, and I appreciate you guys having us on. And anytime. We'd love to get you guys to a game and cover our program more. We appreciate the coverage.
Hey, well done. Congratulations to the Trailblazers. Folks, we got to go. Brian Kilmeade's up next. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
You've always been curious. Over time, you've wondered about the best news